Alrighty, what's up, everybody? How you all doing? Alright, we're getting into the holiday spirit. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. We got the Santa hat on. We got the little... There it is. Okay. Maybe I should... Nah, I think that's good enough. Maybe I should tilt the camera down just a little bit. Yeah, man, we're going with the full Santa, ugly sweater, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully you're doing well. On this day, a new child is born. Houston today. What's going on, man? Katie, what's going on? How you doing? Leonard Grorsky, Merry Christmas to JJ and all of the Eagles. Yes, sir, Leonard. How you doing? What's good, my guy? All right, so the Eagles taking on the New York Giants, and the game is just about ready to get underway. The Eagles have actually had 10 straight wins at home against the Giants. The last win for the Giants at the Link was in 2013. They've actually outscored the Giants 142-55 during that span, which is absolutely incredible. And they've been really playing solid football against them. But this is a big game for the Birds, obviously. You're 10-4. You're still first in the NFC East. And you really need to put pressure on the Giants and obviously put more pressure on the Dallas Cowboys for sure. The Cowboys did lose yesterday on a field goal, a game-winning field goal by Miami, as they were able to win. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love it. Love it, PAS. How you doing? We got Green Santa Claus there as well. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. So the Eagles will defer as they won the coin toss. And Elliott will kick things off as we're just underway, going from right to left, and it goes out all the way towards the back of the end zone. So Randy Bullock, who was questionable, was Gunnar Ozuski, who was questionable, was the punt returner there as it goes back towards the end zone. And Tommy DeVito will set up shop over at the 25-yard line. All right, Merry Christmas. All right, we have to... this is going to be a very interesting cast, guys, because after this game is done, we hopefully will have enough time to transfer in between this game and the Sixers game. That would be really nice. All right, so DeVito and the Giants offense going from right to left, or from left to right, excuse me. They'll hand it off to Barkley first, and Barkley just gets taken down. He gets about a couple of yards, and they'll maybe give him about 2 or so. So Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Josh Sweat, and Hassan Reddick, Ben Van Sumeren, and Shaq Leonard all out there for the Eagles defense. In their secondary, they got James Bradbury, Kevin Byard, Reed Blankenship, and Kelly Ringo all out there for the Eagles defense. So we're just 33 seconds underway. DeVito under center with a fullback and a linebacker right behind him, or a fullback and a running back behind him. And here we go. The handoff is made, and Hassan Reddick is able to take down the big fella, Saquon Barkley. So Barkley loses a yard. They're actually going to say that the sack was made by Shaq Leonard. That's a big tackle for a loss of just 1. So it'll be 3rd down. Just 2 plays so far, both running plays, and that's pretty much it. 13:50 left in this first quarter. It's 3rd and 9 at the 26-yard line. 3 receivers lined up towards the left and 1 to the right. Here comes the snap. DeVito rolls over towards his left side, tries to fire it. Nobody was home. He was trying to find Darius Slayton, and it's incomplete as it goes right behind him. And a 3-and-out is good for the Eagles defense. And the fans are loving it at the Link. So that just took about 1 minute and 25 seconds off the clock. And the Eagles will be receiving right now as the special teams are all out there. Jamie Gillian is 9th in the NFL in net punt average. He's averaged about 43 yards on the punts that he's made. And out there for the Eagles on the return will be Britton Covey. 13 seconds left on the play clock. All right, the snap is made. The punt is high. It is deep. It is going to be caught at the 32. Covey takes it all the way to the 40. Snipes past a couple of defenders. We'll take it to the 45. He has space. He goes to the 50. Over towards the far sideline to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. And he's taken out right at the 15. He gets a couple of blocks and just gets taken down at the 13. He was still on his feet. And how about that punt return by Britton Covey? He caught it towards the near side, zigzagged through a couple of defenders, and was able to get a couple of great blocks. Great job by the special teams unit out there for the Birds, and they are already in the red zone on this drive to start things off. And special teams has really been something that the Eagles have really struggled with, and this is a very good thing for them, especially to start things off. He's averaged about 13.5 yards on the punt return, which is 4th in the NFL, and already the Eagles are at the 13-yard line, and they're in the red zone. Jalen Hurts and company out there to operate. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will hand it off to Swift. Swift takes it to the 10, rolls over towards the right side. Will take it all the way towards within the 5, and at the 2, and he's just taken down. It was a good stop there by Banks. So we'll get into the offensive lineup in just a little bit. But Swift just doing a good job at running over towards the near side, and he got taken down right on the hash. Right on the hash at about the 1.5. It was a 12-yard run. They're going to spot the football at the Giants' 1-yard line. And they'll probably go for the QB sneak, a.k.a. the brotherly shove. And I believe a flag is whistled as they started the snap, but it looked like that there was lots of flags coming in. So the Eagles about ready to go into the end zone. So they're just at the Giants' 1-yard line. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Merry Christmas to everybody on here. Hopefully you're having a very phenomenal Christmas day. We got the Eagles taking on the Giants, and then after this game, we got the Sixers taking on the Heat. So it should be a lot of fun watching both of these teams play. We got 11 people on here, and yeah, that's pretty nice. So let's see what the penalty was. They didn't give a penalty there. So that right there, forgot to mention that Covey's return was for 54 yards. They'll go with the brotherly shove again, as going down the middle is Hurts, and we have another flag on, I guess it's going to be on the Eagles offense. Kelsey going at it with Ojukari, as there's some pushing and shoving. It's 1st and goal, and some more chirping going on with Jason Kelsey. Merry Christmas, says Jose. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After the timeout, what we'll do is we will get our thing set up. All right, so they give the Eagles the touchdown as they do go into the end zone, and that's how they start things off. Oh, boy. I felt a sneeze was coming. There's a beautiful brotherly shove right there. So Peta, got to give him a lot of credit for leading the blocking on the other side. So the flag was on the Giants. It was a defensive offside. The penalty was declined, and the Eagles are up 6-0 to start things off. That drive took 2 plays. They got 13 yards in a matter of 47 seconds. Elliott with the extra point, ball spotted, kick is up, and it's right down it's right through the uprights. And here we go. It's a 7-0 lead by the Birds. And we'll take a timeout on the field with 12:27 left in the first quarter. All right, I need to make sure that everything is all set up nicely. So you got to bear with me for a second. I'm actually going to take a very, very quick break just to make sure that my setup is the way that I want it to be. See you soon. we are back on here today. So the Eagles are in their Christmas black and green uniforms. They look pretty cool, actually. They look pretty cool. Somebody in the chat disagrees, though. I like them, man. I actually really like them. What's going on, man? So over the last 4 meetings against the Giants, the Eagles have actually put up 34 first downs. They've gotten 558 total yards, 97 offensive plays, and, well, they've been really beating the Giants in a lot of categories. So Elliott will kick things off, and on the return, of course, will be Gunnar Olszewski, and he'll just let it bounce into the back of the end zone, and the Giants will set things up at their own 25-yard line. Merry Christmas, man. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Thanks for coming on here, for finding this channel. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic Christmas day. Comment down below what you guys are doing for Christmas, or what you guys have done over the weekend and what you're doing for the rest of the day. Would love to hear some stories and all that sort of stuff. 12:27 left in the first quarter. Again, the Giants going from left to right. Empty backfield. Devito gets the snap, finds a receiver over towards the left side who gets taken down by Reed Blankenship. So the person that caught it was Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is a guy who they've really been targeting a lot. He's second on their team in receiving yards, or actually third on their team in receiving yards, behind Darren Waller and, of course, Darius Slayton as well. The Giants' offense had put up 19 points scored in the first quarter this season, and that's the fewest out of all NFL teams that are out there. There's Brian Dable, who has been leading their offensive charge in their play calling. It's 7-0 Birds. DeVito again gets the snap. Will hand it off to Barkley. Barkley will take it all the way towards the 35, and he gets taken down, so he gets about 5 yards or so. They're actually going to give him 4, and Smith was the one that made the tackle at the Giants' 36, but that's good enough for a first down. So DeVito just 1 for 2 in the passing game today, just 7 passing yards. The Giants have won 3 of their last 4 games. They just lost their last game. They were only able to manufacture 6 points against the New Orleans Saints in their defense. DeVito again in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He rolls over towards his left. Finds a receiver again, who will take it all the way towards within the 50 and just gets taken down. That was Bellinger. That was the one that made the catch over towards the far sideline. And Bellinger just able to zigzag his way around maybe 2 Eagles defenders or so. And it was a pretty nice catch. They're going to give him 14 yards. Kelly Ringo on the tackle. Snowman, what's going on, man? How you doing? Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Well, the Eagles' defense is going to have to do a pretty good job of keeping their eye out on this guy, too. Bellinger's been another one of their go-to guys. Daniel Bellinger, 18 catches for 187 yards on the season. And we have a whistle and a flag thrown down with 4 seconds left on the play clock. I'm curious to see if this is going to be on the offense or not. So DeVito wanted to talk about during his last game against the Saints. He was 20 for 34 with 177 passing yards and had 4 carries. Actually led the team in rushing yards with 38. Besides Saquon Barkley, they really haven't had another guy who's been able to just dominate in the rushing game. Matt Breida, of course, is their second running back, and they have Eric Gray as the backup, or as a part of their third unit, I should say. 7-0. There's Daniel Jones on the sideline. He's on the IR, and that's why Tommy DeVito has been taking a majority of the snaps. Tyrod Taylor is the backup to him. 10:32 left to go in the first quarter. Giants going from left to right. DeVito again gets the snap, and he'll fake the handoff, rolls over towards the left, backs up a little bit. It's caught by Barkley, and we have another flag. It was actually caught. I believe it was just past the line of scrimmage, maybe about 2 yards or so past the line, over towards the near side, and another whistle and another flag on the play. The refs are getting together to talk things over. So, I mean, man, these Christmas games, man, they've been really something special so far. And hopefully the Eagles-Giants game lives up to the hype that it should. It's a big game for the Eagles once again. They're 10-4 in the NFC East, just behind the Dallas Cowboys. If they're able to win today, well, that would certainly help them for sure. So it's 2nd and 5. DeVito's pass was short to Saquon Barkley for about 4 yards. 10:20 left in the first quarter, so there was no flag. DeVito hands it off to Barkley again, who spins and just gets taken down about a half a yard after the line of scrimmage by Shaq Leonard again. So Shaq Leonard doing a good job at just making some big tackles so far. He's just been able to break through in the interior, and they're going to need him, especially to just answer the bell in this game, and Leonard wants to feel the energy. Eagles playing at the Link. It's 3rd and 6. 9:45 left to go at the Philadelphia 46-yard line. Empty backfield. Actually, a running back over towards the right side. 5 seconds left on the play clock. DeVito gets the snap. He finds Barkley. Barkley takes it all the way to the 40, and he'll run out of bounds towards the far sideline as he stiffs arm an Eagles defensive player, and that's good enough for a first down. That was Darius Slayton that was able to make the catch there. But Barkley did a good job at blocking on the other end. So Darius Slayton able to make the nice little catch. He was in the slot over towards the left side, and Slayton just ran out of bounds. So that's good enough for a first down. They're going to give him a 9-yard reception there. And DeVito and the offense still out there. Tommy DeVito under center. He'll fake the handoff to Barkley. He's standing in the gun, and now goes over towards the right side. It's caught towards the out-of-bounds marker by Barkley. Did he catch it inbounds, though? No, they're going to say it was out. I have the 49ers and Ravens tonight, and my stream starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 26 subs away from 1,000. Wow, so you're going on about an hour before the game starts. Wow. We got Sixers and Heat after this game, and the cast should be starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing? What is good, everybody? How you all doing? Merry Christmas to all of you. 2nd and 10, and we have another flag. It's going to be on the Giants. We're having too many men on the field, so that's just a 5-yard penalty, and that'll set them back to the Philadelphia 32-yard line. So it should be 2nd and 15. Sometimes it's a little confusing when you're looking at the NFL Jesus live stats because it says 2nd and 15 at the 42, and then it says enforce at the 37. Usually, like when they say enforce at the 37, that means that they're going to back up another 5 yards from there. Mike Green's here. Yes, sir. So 2nd and 15 at the Philadelphia 37. DeVito again gets the snap. He'll find a receiver. It'll be Wan'Dale Robinson. Robinson gets about 5 yards, and we're going to say actually going to give him 8 yards, and Byard's there to make the tackle. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 34. And it'll be 3rd and 7, so an 8-yard reception by Wan'Dale Robinson. Again, nothing too fancy by DeVito so far. Just a nice little shotgun pass. And Eagles cannot give up a big play here. DeVito 4 for 6 in the passing game for 34 yards. They're actually, 34 yards this time. 3rd and 7 at the Philadelphia 34. All right, he'll get the snap again. DeVito throws up the middle. It's bobbled and juggled and incomplete. Darren Waller tried to put on a little juggling act there as if he was a part of a circus or something. He just bobbled it. It was a little laser. It was just thrown up the middle. And I don't know if Blankenship got a little piece of it or not as he was trying to go for the tackle, but it is an incomplete pass. It's 4th and 7. And this is going to be a 52-yard field goal attempt here. It'll be from Mason Crosby. So Crosby, as a lot of people know, played for the Green Bay Packers. Ball spotted. The kick is up, and it is good right down the center. Crosby still has the legs in him. It's 7-3 with 8:04 left to go in the first quarter. Just through the uprights, and the Eagles will get possession when we return. Buffering. What's buffering? All right. 4:55 p.m. Eastern Time. There we go. Giants right tackle Tyre Phillips should be familiar to the Eagles pass rusher, says Zach Berman. He was on the practice squad for the first 5 weeks for the season. That's wild. That's pretty cool. So Waller dropped a pass, and Crosby got a 52-yard field goal. According to John Clark, this is an interesting quote that he just said. He said, James Bradbury is playing in the slot with Kelly Ringo and Eli Ricks on the outside on that third down. I got to tell you, Shaquille Leonard, being able to have his name called, that is really big. And he's been able to just sneak his way through the Giants' offensive line and able to just put some pressure on Tommy DeVito. So that is really nice. And the Eagles, if they... I mean, all they got to do is just play really clean football today. And, if they can do that over these next 3 games, you feel a lot better. This team is on a 3-game losing streak. They lost to the 49ers, they lost to the Cowboys, and they lost to the Seattle Seahawks. And, well, they have a chance to right the ship today and over the next couple of weeks if they're just able to, have a smooth sailing performance. That's all that they really need. All right, I'm going to take another very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. I got to set up some more things, and I'll see you very, very soon. Well, the Giants, they've had a lot of kickers this season, including Graham Gano, Randy Bullock, Cade York, and now, well, Mason Crosby's been their 4th guy that they've gone to. So all 3 of those guys that were before him are all out with injuries. All right, so the kickoff return is made, and the Eagles will just take it all the way. There's actually going to be a flag on the play. So a timeout was made at the 8:04 mark, and I couldn't see who kicked it off. Again, for the Giants, I believe it was Crosby that kicked it off. And 7:55 is left to go in the first quarter. They came back so quickly. Sometimes it's just a little bit hard to anticipate those types of things. They're going to call a holding on Eli Ricks. So that's going to be a penalty on him. Here's Jalen Hurts. He's 0-3 over his last 3 games, of course. He's completed 59% of his passes, and he's only thrown for 213 passing yards per game during that stretch. So it was a return for all the way to the Giants' 35, and Kenneth Gainwell was the one that returned it to the 25, and then the offensive holding set them back 10 yards. And we have another whistle here. It'll be on Jordan Mailata. It'll be a false start on him enforced at the Philadelphia 18. And it'll be 1st and 13 at the Philadelphia 13-yard line. So Mailata, Opeda, Kelsey, Juergens, and Johnson all out there on the O-line. Then you got DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins, and Dallas Goedert all out there too. All right, Hurts backs up as he gets the snap, throws it to Dallas Goedert. Goedert gets past the sticks and runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. An 18-yard pass by Jalen Hurts. Xavier McKinney was the one that chased Dallas Goedert out of bounds. That was just a really good play call again, and great execution by the Birds. Well, Hurts threw it right into the breadbasket as Goedert was going over towards the right side. And he didn't really have to do anything too fancy. He just hauled it in after he caught it. And great hands by Goedert again. 2 receivers lined up to the right side and 2 to the left as well. A running back, that's DeAndre Swift right next to Hurts. Hurts hands it off to Swift. Swift runs up the middle, and he'll just get 5 yards. Okerke and Simmons there to make the tackle. And that will be enforced at the Philadelphia 36-yard line. Bobby Okerke, of course, we'll talk about him on the Giants' defensive side. He's been one of their best, if not their best linebacker Hurts in the gun again, gets the snap, and finds Devontae Smith over towards the far side, pats the sticks, and he'll get a couple more yards after that as he gets taken down at the Giants' 47-yard line, a 17-yard gain, and Banks is the one that's there to make the tackle. It is Deonte Banks, the right cornerback, and Devontae Smith just able to make a really nice catch, and that'll move the chains again. 1st and 10 at the Giants' 47-yard line. They get past the logo. Hurts gets the snap, rolls over towards the right, fires it to Brown. It's incomplete, though. A.J. Brown not able to make the catch, and a good job there by Banks to provide coverage on him. Jason Pinnock has been the guy that has led the Giants in interceptions and interception yards as well. I'm sure that we'll hear his name a lot. Hopefully today the Eagles receivers will just have to try to get past him and just provide a lot of great footwork. They're 28th. They're actually first, the Giants defense, they're first in takeaways since week 14. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He finds Covey, and Covey gets a screen pass, and he'll take it all the way towards the 40. Great screen there provided by Goddard. And it's a 7-yard gain. Pinnock there to make the tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 at the Giants' 40-yard line. 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. The Giants are 5-9 on the season. The Eagles are winning this game 7-3. Just not a whole lot of scoring so far. Just a brotherly shove by Jalen Hurts and a 52-yard field goal by Mason Crosby. A.J. Brown in motion, going from left to right. Hurts will hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell spins, moves, runs up the middle. Is it good enough for a first down, though? That's the question. As he gets taken down by Okirky, they're going to give him about 2 yards, maybe 2.5, and the ball will be spotted at the Giants' 38-yard line. Clock still moving. It'll be 4th and 1. That's what they're going to say, and the Eagles' offense will still stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down and probably another brotherly shove here. And they'll go for it, and they move the pile on forward, and that's good enough for a first down again. The Eagles move the chains, and Hurts gets 3 yards. And Jason Kelce and Dallas Goedert were the one that just pushed the pile on forward, and there was nothing that the Giants defense could do. And Nick Sirianni on the sideline saying, yep, move those sticks. 7 plays and 52 yards on this current drive in a matter of 3.5 minutes. Ball spotted at the Giants' 35-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Will hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell runs up the middle and is immediately taken down after the line of scrimmage. It was by Jordan Riley, number 95. He's the second nose tackle right behind Dexter Lawrence, the second, who's had a really good career so far. So it's 2nd and 8 with 4:02 left in this first quarter. Hurts 3 for 4 in the passing game with 42 passing yards in this first quarter so far. He's done a pretty good job on this drive. They just got to keep moving those sticks. 2 running backs, one over towards the right and one towards the left side of Hurts. He'll hand it off to Swift, I believe. It was actually Boston Scott that got the handoff there. I beg your pardon. It was just good enough for 3 yards. McFadden there to make the tackle. So I hope that you're all doing well. I want to hear what you guys are doing for Christmas. Please let us know in the comments down below. All right, we have a couple more things that we got to get going over here, and we'll do it after another timeout is made. 3rd and 5, 3:20 left in this first quarter. Both teams, or actually the Eagles only have 2 timeouts left. I guess they called a timeout before. I don't know what that was. 3rd and 5, 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. 2 receivers lined up to the right and 2 to the left as well. Hurts gets the snap. The pass is blocked. It'll be by Simons. And Simons doing a good job at just delivering on the block. And how about Pinnock providing the pressure on Jalen Hurts as well. Olamide Zaccheaus was supposed to be the intended receiver. He was in the slot. And they just were not able to get it to him. And Simmons, could not hang on to it. So it'll be 4th and 5. 3:01 left in the first quarter. Eagles offense will stay put. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, One tight end to the right as well, and two receivers towards the left. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught by Dallas Goedert past the sticks, and McKinney's there to take him down immediately. Xavier McKinney was right on him, but Dallas Goedert caught it for 6 yards over towards the near side, and the Eagles will move the chains again. Ball spotted at the Giants' 24-yard line. Another nice catch by Goedert, and this is what makes him so special. He's a great blocker, but if you give him some wide open space, he can operate, and that's why he's a big playmaker on this Eagles offense. 2 receptions for 24 yards by Goedert. Eagles set up in the gun once again, 11 plays, 63 yards in a matter of 5.5 minutes on this drive. Hurts gets the snap, backs up, fires it to A.J. Brown, and Brown catches it just short of the first down marker. Banks there to immediately tackle him. It'll be a 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 17-yard line. I'll actually spot it right on the hash. He caught it right on the hash at the 17. And there we go again. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Hurts in the gun will fake the handoff. Tries to find a receiver towards the right side. It was Julio Jones. Jones was running and was just not able to make the catch. The pass was just a little bit out in front of him, and he was not able to just haul it in. 3rd and 3. So A.J. Brown has 1,321 receiving yards, which is 2nd in the NFL. He's had 96 catches this season, 7 touchdown catches, which for him is a little bit low. Him and Smith will be lined up towards the right side of Hurts. Again, the Eagles going from right to left. They're in their black and green uniforms on Christmas Day at the Link. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 3. Devontae Smith in motion. A high snap. Hurts has to back up all the way towards the 30. Pressure's coming, and they'll just have to throw it away. Actually, he'll find Dallas Goedert. Goedert somehow makes the catch and gets past the sticks. Oh, what a catch there. It's 1st and goal. That was a broken play. The snap was high as it got behind Jalen Hurts. He had to back up, turn around, and get the football. The pressure was coming. I thought he was going to throw it away. And Cal Caserta was able to make the catch. So they're actually going to record that as a fumble, and it was recovered at the Giants' 29. Hurts' pass to Cal Caserta was good, and the ball will be spotted at the Giants' 9-yard line, or at the 8-yard line for 9 yards. Hurts will end it off. Eagles in the red zone. It's 1st and goal. A run up the middle is made, and just short of the sticks is DeAndre Swift, so he gets taken down right at the Giants' 3-yard line by Dexter Lawrence. There's Brian Dable, the Giants' head coach out there. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. 20 on the play clock, so the Eagles will have one more shot of getting a playoff here in the first quarter. Hopefully they can try to get a touchdown. 15 plays, 84 yards in 7.5 minutes. Smith in motion going from left to right. Hurts gets the snap. Will hand it off to Swift. Swift just gets taken down, or almost got taken down, and they'll take it all the way towards the 2, towards the 1. He's into the end zone for another Eagles touchdown. Just got through Lawrence on the tackle as he just went over towards the left side, and it's now 13-3 Eagles. So DeAndre Swift immediately gets the handoff here. He goes over towards the right, escapes a tackle by Dexter Lawrence. Lawrence tried to tackle him from the feet, and Swift just said, nope, I'm going to go over towards the left side, and he just broke right through. That is just incredible athleticism. The question is, was he down right on the tackle? Because his elbow, as soon as he had it, I think it slightly touched the ground. So that's why I thought he was down at first. I think that his elbow just got a little piece of the grass, but let's see. The play is going to be under review to see if that is going to be considered to be an Eagles touchdown. 4 seconds are left in the first quarter. It looked like that as soon as Lawrence was on the ground and tried to tackle him from the feet, that Swift's elbow, his right elbow, just barely hit the turf. And that's why I thought he was technically ruled down by contact, but regardless, that was still an incredible run. and just incredible athleticism by DeAndre Swift. So it's under review, and we have a timeout on the field. We're not trying to push it too much today because we got 2 games to call. It's a doubleheader, and we need a lot of energy. We certainly need a lot of energy. Hopefully you're all doing well, though, and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name's Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got 17 likes. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, guys. That's all you got to do. That is literally all you got to do. And, yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. Philadelphia Eagles. Let's make some tags while we're at it. That's what we'll do. I thought I did the tags before, but I guess I didn't. I guess I did not. Let's see how many people we have on here, by the way. We'll do a poll to start off the second quarter. Hopefully we'll do that in just a little bit. 13 people on there watching. And 19 likes. That's nice. Very, very nice. All right, we'll move this over towards the right. Good stuff. Hit that thumbs up button, people, and hit that subscribe button as well. So what's everybody doing for Christmas? Well, what did you guys do for Christmas? Let us know down below. The touchdown was overturned, according to John Clark. So I'm sure that that's going to be coming up in just a little bit. See, the other reason why I don't like to have this up is because it does give you a spoiler. Yep, he touched the ground with the right knee, and that was the right call. I thought that my eyes were deceiving me just a little bit, but I knew that he was going to be ruled down by contact. But the call's reversed. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll be 7-3 Eagles, so they'll take the touchdown off the scoreboard. It'll be 3rd and goal. And now that's going to end the first quarter as the clock is moving. And we'll go into quarter number 2. Eagles lead it 7-3 on Play-by-Play with JJ. I'll be right back in just a few moments. See you very, very soon. All right, we're back. We're back on here. All right, so it is a change of quarters as we're in quarter number 2. So after the Eagles, after the review on the play, they overturned the call, and there were 4 seconds left on the play on the game clock, and the Eagles just decided not to run a play before the end of the first quarter. So that's why we had a couple of timeouts there. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. We need one more like to get to 20 likes. Hopefully you're doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. All right. 11 people on here watching. So the Eagles have put up 31 rushing yards in the first quarter, 64 passing yards on 18 plays. And the Giants, they just ran 5 rushing yards, 42 passing yards, and that was just on a matter of 15. 3rd and goal here. Eagles going from left to right. Hurts gets the snap. He fires it towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Dallas Goedert, I thought he had it for a quick second, but a good job by the Giants secondary just to come through. That was actually Jason Pinnock that was there to just stay right on him. And Goddard did not have full possession of it. So it'll be 4th and goal here for the Eagles. Of course, our little scoreboard, as we have to readjust that. So we'll do that in just a few seconds. So Elliott's going to go out there for the 3. It'll be just a 23-yard field goal attempt. 5 seconds left on the play clock, as we're just 4 seconds underway in the second quarter. 1 second to go on the play clock, and now we have a couple of flags thrown. It'll be on, I guess it's going to be on Brian Johnson, or on the Eagles offense. Let's see. They were panning the Johnson first. Didn't see anybody move in the Giants zone. So a delay of game was called on the Eagles. It seems like it was the right call. Sometimes you have to learn that. You just got to go with your gut on here. There you are. Jalen had his helmet off. What do you mean his helmet was off? 28 yards now. Elliott with the field goal. It's up, and it's good. Good snap, too. And it's now 10-3, and another timeout on the field. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, so there we go. All right, it's 10-3 now. Eagles lead it by a touchdown. That was from 28 yards. Cool. All right, I think we are all set up here. I don't know why my tags just erased, but they did. And hopefully we have enough time to redo our tags for the Sixers game. Looks like Mariota was coming in. Nope, you're good, man. Everybody's good on here. Everybody's good. How's your Christmas going, Mike? How is your Christmas going? Let us know down below. All right, here we go. 7 seconds have just gone by in the second quarter. There were about 2 seconds left on the play clock, and I don't know if that was a graphic operator problem or not. So Tommy DeVito, again, has been doing a pretty good job ever since taking over for Tyrod Taylor. And ever since Daniel Jones went down, he's been the guy that has really just stepped up. All right, there we go. So Elliott will kick things off here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And the kick is high. It's deep. Goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And the Giants will set things up at the 25-yard line. Great, bud. Just came home from Brothers. Nice. Very, very nice. Did you have a good meal? We've had some really awesome meals, and tonight I'm going to miss it, but I'll probably eat it later around 11 o'clock, depending on how much time we have in between games and all that sort of stuff. But can't wait for tonight's dinner. All right, 10-3 is the score. Tommy DeVito, 5 for 8 in the passing game with 42 passing yards so far today. They'll set things up at their 25-yard line. DeVito provides a short pass to Wan'Dale Robinson, and Nolan Smith immediately there to tackle him after just about a yard. Santa Claus in the building tonight at the Link. It's 2nd and 9. So DeVito just a little shotgun pass, and Wan'Dale Robinson did a good job catching it. But again, the Eagles, their linebackers and their secondary able to just come right through. Eagles defense doing a good job so far at just attacking in the front. 7 seconds left on the play clock. A run up the middle is made by Saquon Barkley, and they'll just get maybe about 4 yards or so. He's taken down right on the hash. And it'll be 3rd and 5 at the Giants' 30-yard line. So we're just less than a minute underway. Now about a minute. In this second quarter, Eagles lead at 10-3. They got a brotherly shove by Jalen Hurts to start off their first drive. Giants had the football first. The Eagles got them on a 3-and-out. Crosby then would kick a 52-yard field goal, and then Elliott would just kick a 28-yard field goal. That's how we have a 10-3 game. Devito backs up as he gets the snap, fires towards the right side. It's caught by Matt Breida, and Breida immediately taken down at the Giants' 33-yard line by Byard. And that'll be another 3-and-out by this Giants offense. And the Eagles defense just picking up these little short passes that DeVito is making. And they're, honestly, the other thing, too, is that they've been providing a lot of pressure, even though I thought for a second that DeVito probably should have just stayed into the pocket rather than just escape the pocket, because it looked like Shaquille Leonard was right over there towards the right side. So here comes the punting unit for the Giants and the special teams. And the punt is very short, and I mean really short. It's spotted at the 40. Covey will just take it all the way to the 50. That was a poor punt by Gillen for just 30 yards, and the Eagles will have it at their own 48-yard line. So the return was made for 11 yards by Covey, and the Eagles, once again, get really good field position on the offensive side. So far, so good for the Eagles. Can't believe that punt was made so short by Gillen. All right. How many people we have? We have 14 people on here. Come on, Alga people, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Said we were going to start a poll to start off the second quarter. I forgot to do that. All right, so here's our poll question that we're going to ask right now. So how many passing yards will Jalen Hurts have? Hurts have in this game? Special teams have to take advantage. So far they are. Absolutely, Mike. And you couldn't have asked for anything better from that. All right, so is he going to get 150 or less? Is he going to get between 151 and 200? Is he going to go for 201 to 27 to 250? Or is it going to be 251 or more? That's what I want to know. All right. Comment your thoughts. Mike Green says 237. All right, that's a good answer. We need 6 more subscribers to get to the 1,600 mark. I would love it if we could do that. Would really, really love it if we could do that. All right, so answer the poll. I would love to hear your thoughts. Who else is streaming the Eagles game? Anybody know? Anybody know who else is doing the Eagles game? Just out of curiosity, would like to know. It's 5:24 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's 10-3, and again, Gillen, not with a far punt on the last time, as the Eagles have the ball at their own 48-yard line. That's where they'll set things up, and good field positioning again for the Eagles, and this time they have to get into the end zone again. Hurts with 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right, as well as a tight end to the right as well. DeAndre Swift right next to him. Hurts will fake the handoff. It's a read. As he steps up, he'll take it all the way towards the 40, inside the 35, and that's where he'll be marked down. That is where he'll be marked down. As he stepped right up, it was a read to DeAndre Swift, who was running towards the right. He faked the handoff and just was able to find the hole up towards the middle. How about that block by Jordan Mailata? He was just able to take on the Giants' offensive lineman and provide some space for Hurts to operate there. So 1st and 10 at the Giants' 36-yard line. It was a 16-yard run by Hurts. So he's rushed for 20, and that was obviously the longest he's rushed for today. Also does have a rushing touchdown as well. 12 minutes left in this first half. Eagles lead it 10-3. They're 10-4 on the season. The Giants 5-9. Hurts in the gun gets the snap. looks over towards the left or the right side, and Devontae Smith was wide open, but he just couldn't make the catch. It's incomplete. There's actually a defender right behind him, but nonetheless, not able to make the catch there. 2nd and 10. The clock stops with 11:52 in this first half. I like what Hurts is being able to do. He looks like he's seeing the field really well. There's not a lot of pressure on him, and he's just able to play a very clean game so far. Hopefully he just keeps that up. Hurts again, gets the snap. He's in the gun. Looks for Devontae Smith, and he catches it at the 20. He'll take it all the way to the 10, and he's free for a touchdown. Nice pass by Hurts again. Devontae Smith was wide open up the middle, escaped a couple tackles. It's a 36-yard touchdown for Devontae Smith. And it looked like that, honestly, couldn't tell if that was Xavier McKinney that was just late on the assignment and just was able to let Devontae Smith whiz right by him, and 16-3 Philadelphia. So this extra point here is coming up. It's spotted, and it is good just through the uprights. 17-3, and another timeout on the field. Jalen Hurts with a beautiful touchdown pass to Devontae Smith for 36 yards. Give Devontae Smith 53 receiving yards today on 2 receptions. And the Eagles lead it by 14 with a timeout on the field again. Okay. Maybe we'll cut that one. Good job, man. Good job by the Birds. They're doing really, really well. 30 notifications on my phone. So Hurts, on the first touchdown, that was his 15th rushing touchdown, which sets the all-time NFL record for most scores by a quarterback in a single season. That's a fun fact to know. That was reported by Eagles Nation. Jeff McClain tweets out, great call, quote, great call from Brian Johnson versus that Giants defense. Got Devontae Smith matched up solo, and the Eagles wide receiver took care of the rest. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Yeah, it was a little slant just up the middle by Devontae. Just, again, able to get wide open, and there was just no shot that anybody was going to catch up to him, including Xavier McKinney. All right, sorry about the squeaking. That's a new thing from my chair. Jason Blevins just tweeted out, Zacchaeus blocked his man in the end zone. He was driving him to the airport. Love Jason Blevins. Got to cover some stuff for the Sixers, and he's really, really good. Now he's been reporting for the Eagles. Yes, sir. WD-40. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take off. How do we take that off? I would like to know how we do that. How do we take off the notifications or hide the, not take off the notifications, but unhide the messages? How do we do that? Notifications. Show previews always. Okay, so there we go. See if this works now. I think that this should work. Show previews always. See if that does work. So the Eagles got 3 plays on that drive for 52 yards in a matter of 1 minute and 8 seconds. They really have just been not taking a lot of time off the clock just because they've gotten some really good field positioning. Elliott with the kickoff. It's high. It's deep. It goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And here we go. Giants will go back out there for offense. So far, Gillen with 2 punts, a net average of 3 yards on the punts. And that's not so good by him. He's really had a struggling day at the office. But the first one wasn't all his fault. It was just a great return by Covey. The second one, well, it was very, very short. So Tommy DeVito and Saquon Barkley over towards his right side. The offense for the Giants back out there On the offensive side of the ball, 2 receivers over towards the right side and 2 to the left. DeVito will hand it off to Barkley. Barkley will run it up the middle, and he just gets taken down by Reed Blankenship inside the 40-yard line. They'll spot the football at the Giants' 37. It was for 12 yards. Blankenship able to make the head tackle. Fun fact, WD-40 was invented as a rust prevention. I did not know that. It's good to know. It's cool. 11:18 left in this second quarter. 1st and 10. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Eagles playing defense from right to left as the Giants are going from right to left on the offensive side. Another snap is made. Barkley runs up the middle, and Josh Sweat in the interior able to just tackle him and take him down at the Giants' 39. So that was just a gain of 2. Last week, Barkley had 9 rushes for just 14 yards, and today he's had 7 rushing attempts for 24. Giants really going to have to just continue to run the ball with him and utilize him as a weapon. But, again, if the air's not working, you got to just go back to the ground. Barkley with the fake handoff as DeVito under pressure backs up, and Hassan Reddick able to make the pressure, and the throw is incomplete over towards the right side. Good job by Hassan Reddick to just able to get through on the edge. He got right past Bellinger, it looked like, on that play. It was number 93, Raheem Nunez-Roches. So it's 3rd and 8 on the incomplete pass. Clock stops with 10:26 left to go. All I want for Christmas is an Eagles win over the hapless Giants, says Karen Jacobson. How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. 3rd and 8, 5 seconds left on the play clock. 10:26 left to go in the second quarter. DeVito in the gun. Gets the snap. Backs up. Pressure's coming. He rolls over towards the right side. A couple flags thrown on the play. And DeVito just gets taken down by Shaquille Leonard right at the 35-yard line. Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be an offensive holding on Schmitz. And the penalty's declined. And another 3 and out by this Eagles defense. Man, oh man, they are just blitzing Tommy DeVito and making him just feel like he is under a lot of pressure. And sometimes you question why he's escaping the pocket because he's getting some good protection from the O-line. That time, though, it was a different story because Brandon Graham was able to break through. And as soon as he did, DeVito knew he had to run as he didn't get good protection that time around. So another punt is made. It'll be caught by Covey at the 22. He fumbles it and picks it back up at the 18 and gets taken down at the 15-yard line. So that time he fumbled it and was just not able to get a good possession that time. And, well, the Giants defense, they get what they ask for. So they'll spot it at the Philadelphia 19, and that's where they'll start things off when we return from this timeout. Hold, says Mike Green. What's a hold? Oh, yeah, they held them. They held them again. Yeah, it's pretty nice. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Now go gang, do your thing. We do Eagles football. We do Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, and Flyers hockey on here. It's 5:34 p.m. Eastern time. And let's get those numbers up, man. Let's try to get those numbers up. I don't know why the algorithm is definitely not helping us out today, but it is what it is. We're still on here, and we're having fun, and we're having a grand old time. But I agree with you, Karen. Karen, what are you doing for Christmas? What have you been up to for Christmas? It feels so weird because today is Christmas. So, I mean, maybe after this game you guys are having like a nice little meal, and you guys maybe are still going to do presents. But what's been going on for you guys on Christmas, and what are you doing tonight besides watching the Eagles games on here? 22 likes. Let's go. Very nice stuff. All right, if you have not answered the poll question, I want to know how many passing yards is Jalen Hurts going to have? So none of you have said that he's going to throw for 150 or less. 83% of you have said 151 to 200. Nobody has said 201 to 250. And just one person, I believe, has said 251 or more, and if I had to guess who it was Mike Green. That's who I would guess. If I was a betting man, that's what I'd say. That's exactly what I would say. Oh, boy. We're in the holiday spirit tonight. Let's take a sip of water. Oh, we didn't see if the Warriors won today or not. Oh, boy. Let's change the NBA scores. Warriors lost 120 to 114 to Denver. Wow. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the Eagles 25. And Hurts hands it off to DeAndre Swift, and he immediately gets taken down by Dexter Lawrence, the second, right before the line of scrimmage. It'll actually be a 5-yard loss. That's what they'll say. And it'll be 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line. Or at the 14, I should say, because they started at the 20. Started really at the 19. And the loss of 5 will take them back to the Philadelphia 14. There we go. All right, so Hurts again going back out there. Hopefully you can try to right the ship this time. Receiver going from right to left, that's Zacchaeus. Hurts backs up, pressure's coming. He escapes a tackle as he goes over to the right. Now he'll go over towards the left side. He's at the 10, and he runs out of bounds. I think that he's going to run out of bounds just before the line. They're actually going to give him 1 yard. I was surprised he actually got 1 yard. I thought he was going to just be behind the line of scrimmage, and he was going to lose another yard or so. I don't know why I couldn't vote, but you got 237 for mine. Okay. Well, maybe because you already voted. So that's a little bit weird. It's weird that it does, that happened. Good job by the Giants front 7 to just break through and provide pressure on Hurts. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles lead at 17-3. Hurts in the gun as he gets the snap, backs up towards the 5. Fires it. It's incomplete to Julio Jones, who is the intended receiver. Jones could not catch it. It was just too high. And the Giants get what they need, a 3-and-out with 8:37 left to go in the second quarter. A very slow game so far as we're just about an hour into this one. So not a whole lot of action on, the Eagles have provided some touchdowns, but I'm just saying, like, overall in the field, both teams have really just been, nobody's been dominating the clock. So Brandon Mann will be the punter here for the Eagles. He's 6th in the NFL in net average on the punts. So he gets the snap. It's good. Mann punts it high, and it'll be caught just at the 31 and taking it all the way towards the 36. And getting taken down is Olszewski. Good job by Sid Brown to make the tackle. And Tommy DeVito and the Giants offense going back out there again after this timeout on the field. All right, we're going to take the hat off. We've worn it for quite enough time. All right, we've worn it for enough time. Yes, we have. I don't know why the algorithm is just a little bit off today. Is anybody else doing the Eagles game, guys? Anybody else doing it? Let me know what you guys are doing for Christmas. Would love to get you guys to participate on here. That'd be really, really sick. I know a lot of people, too, are spending a lot of time with their families, so maybe that's why we're not getting as many people on here, because it is also an early dinner time for people. So I do expect that we'll get more people on for the Sixers game at 8 o'clock. But we'll just have to wait and see. And, yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Let's take a look at some NFL scores. So we got today, the Chiefs, they played a little bit earlier today. I can't find the scoreboard up here. It's a little bit weird. So the Kansas City Chiefs, they lost 20-14 to the Las Vegas Raiders. Chiefs were not able to hold on at the end. The Raiders were able to get the first downs, and well, the Chiefs offense continues to have a lot of question marks. So, just the receivers have just not been able to hold on to a lot of the passes that Mahomes has made. But Mahomes has also made some of the not best decisions as well. Their defense, though, continues to be very strong. The Patriots, they were able to win in Denver 26-23. That was on Saturday. That was on a Sunday night, excuse me. And the Miami Dolphins, they won 22-20 against the Dallas Cowboys. All right, I didn't like the two pass plays that were called. First one there were three receivers where their backs were turned. I didn't know if that was a Jalen run play or what. I can't necessarily remember the play that you're talking about. The Eagles' defense had 70 sacks last year, and so far this year have had only 39. They were first in the NFL in sacks and did a pretty good job at that last year, but this year it's been a totally different story. There have been a lot of question marks about the Eagles' defense, but so far they've held the Giants to just 44 passing yards. DeVito will get the snap. He steps up, escapes from the pocket, tries to find Waller, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller was the one receiver that was trying to make the catch towards the far sideline and just couldn't do so. Pass was just a little bit off the money. Not the best pass by DeVito, but again, give the Eagles defense a lot of credit for just, before the pocket just collapsed, DeVito knew exactly that he had to just run with the football over towards the right side. 2nd and 10, clock stops at 8:22. Barkley over towards DeVito's right side. And now we'll step over towards the right. DeVito, he's going to run. He gets tripped up at the 40, so we'll just get 4 yards after the line of scrimmage on that run. 3rd down, and it should be 6 yards to go. You look at the replay again, and DeVito just getting tripped up. It was by number 90 on the Eagles. I believe that is Jordan Davis there. Davis looked like he made a pretty good tackle. So 3rd and 5. And DeVito again backs up as he gets the snap. Pressure's coming. Rolls over towards the right side. Now he's not really getting a lot of good protection from that O-line. Fires it. It's incomplete again. And that, I believe, is now the 4th 3-and-out by the Giants offense. Really nothing to it. They're 7 for 13 in the passing game. And the Eagles defense, again, just able to provide a lot of pressure. Fletcher Cox almost was able to sack DeVito. And DeVito, all he could do was just roll out towards the right. We have a punt that's being made. A flag is on the play. So it's caught at the 20 by Covey. Covey will just take it all the way to the 24. So we'll just get 4 yards on the return that time. But there's a flag thrown down. So Gillen did a good job punting the football that time around. And I don't know what the flag is going to be on just yet. It'll be interesting to see. So far, leading the Giants in receiving yards is Wan'Dale Robinson with just 16. Devontae Smith is at 53, including the 36-yard touchdown catch that he had. He was able to get a lot of yards after the catch. So Gillen's punt was made to the 19. There was a defensive offside for 40 yards and also a penalty on Jalen Carter. That's what the defensive offside was. So it was enforced at the Giants 42. That's when the offside occurred. So that should set them to now what is a 4th and 1 at the Giants 46. And DeVito is still going to stay out there now for the Giants offense. That was a big penalty thrown on Carter. 4th and 1, 7:26 left in the second quarter, and now let's see if the Eagles can hold them here. This will be really, really huge. Barkley in the backfield, DeVito under center, trying to get everybody on the same page. Eagles, can they lock up on defense? That's the question. Robinson in motion, And DeVito hands it off to Barkley. Barkley runs up the middle. He breaks free and just takes it all the way to the logo. It's a 10-yard run as Blankenship there to make the tackle again. I will say this. They had to run it with Saquon. You just figured that that's what was going to happen. And Reed Blankenship, even though the Eagles' defense as a unit didn't do so well there, Blankenship there made a really good tackle and just got Barkley down. And this is a guy who just really is an incredible talent with all the pounds that he has. It's all muscle, and to be able to stop him, that is absolutely huge. DeVito will hand it off again to Barkley. Barkley just gets 2 yards that time. Fletcher Cox didn't want him to get by him. So the Giants do keep the drive alive. It's 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 42, just on the hash. If you're the Eagles defense here, if you're Jalen Carter on that one play, you're just not happy about committing that defensive offsides because that could really come back to bite this team. You don't want to give the Giants any sort of momentum. You just want to continue to just show them what dominance is all about. 9 rushes and 35 rushing yards for Barkley. Another handoff, and it'll be taken inside the 40 at the 37, and it'll be a 3rd and 3. Shaquille Leonard, that's the 3rd tackle that he has made today. He's had 2 sacks, and that's the 3rd one. That's the 3rd tackle that he's had. We have a timeout taken with 5:54 left to go in the 2nd quarter. It'll be a Giants injury timeout. Somebody's on a knee. Can't tell who it is. We'll be right back in just a few moments. See, Barkley picks up the first, but can't tell who was injured on the play. That penalty absolutely kills me as a player. Doesn't know he's got to get off the field. Yep. I agree with you, Mike. Those things can certainly be a rally killer. So Glowinski got a little bit banged up. Again, Barkley last week just had 14 rushing yards on 9 attempts. And on 10 carries today, he has 40. So he's averaged about 4 per carry. 3rd and 3. Can the Eagles get a blitz here and stop DeVito on this 3rd down? DeVito in the gun gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Barkley, and nobody's home. He'll maybe get a yard or so and Reed Blankenship again. And Ben Van Sumeren also able to come up with the tackle. Van Sumeren was ready for Saquon just up the middle as he tried to get through the teeth of the Eagles defense, and Van Sumeren said no. It'll be 4th and 1, and the Giants offense will stay out there. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 35. Well, they want to try to make it a one-possession game, but they got to keep the drive alive. Let's see if the Eagles can stop them. 5 seconds left on the play clock. A handoff is made to Barkley. Barkley runs up the middle, and it's good enough for a 1st down. He gets past the sticks. It's a 5-yard gain, and Van Sumeren again able to make the tackle. Saquon Barkley now give the running back 47 rushing yards on 12 carries. Good job by him just finding the little hole right in between Jordan Davis and Brandon Graham there. 1st and 10, 8 plays, 33 yards on this drive in the matter of 4 minutes, and they'll move the sticks, the Giants, that is. DeVito will get the snap. No pressure whatsoever. It's caught just shy of the 30 and taken to the 31, or to the 28, that is, by Bellinger. These are the penalties that have killed this team this year, says Mike Green. Again, you don't want to give them any sort of momentum, and that Carter penalty, that was absolutely huge. And now they see that they can just run the football, and the Eagles just got to do a good job just trying to stop Barkley, because he's the only weapon that they have in this game. 3 receivers towards the right, and 2 to the left as well. Barkley in the backfield. As DeVito gets the snap, rolls over towards the right, tries to find a receiver. It's incomplete. It was a little dart pass right over towards the knees. Bellinger was the intended receiver. Pass was a little bit low. Bradbury did a good job at covering him, though, And James Bradbury, we talked about him a lot last week. He really struggled in that Seahawks game. He gave up the big play at the end. It was an incredible catch, but he got beaten up so many times on receivers. So far, he hasn't really had to deal with a whole lot of that today. He hasn't given up a lot of plays, but that's because the Giants have not been doing a good job in the passing game. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 8 at the Philadelphia 28. 2 seconds left on the play clock. DeVito gets the snap, throws up the middle. It's caught, and just shy of the first down marker. How about that play? I was surprised that Bellinger didn't show the football towards the marker. I guess he didn't realize where the yardage was supposed to be. It was a nice catch. If he just would have leaned his hands over the 20, probably would have gotten the first down, but it'll be 4th and 1 at the Philadelphia 21, and the Giants, again, are going to be looking to mow them down in the running game, most likely. They're 16 for 31 on 4th down conversions this season. That's 18th in the NFL. Slayton in motion, going from right to left. DeVito will hand it off, and Hassan Reddick's there to tackle Saquon Barkley. A loss of 5 yards there. Hassan Reddick just broke through and got right to Saquon. A big tackle there and a big sack, and the Eagles will take over on downs with 2:47 left at the Philadelphia 25. Nice. That was a big stop, man. That was a huge stop. We love it. I absolutely love it. If you guys are new, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe. 4-man rush, jumping crickets, get some pressure, trying out for crying out loud. Mike, you must be a little bit behind, man. You must be a little bit behind. They got it. They got it. So that was big. You must be a couple plays behind. You can fast forward, dude. There's no problem with passing with fasting forward. Fast forwarding. All right, let's go over here. Hurts already with 3,335 passing yards coming into this game. He's averaged about 7. That is per attempt there. Per completion. Not so bad today. If you guys joined us for the little stream that we did on Saturday, I do appreciate you guys for being there. Run blitz, that's why. This is Mike Green. Yep. My thumb ain't fast no more. You can scroll through. Are you watching it on your phone? You might be watching it on your phone. If you are, there should be like a little red line at the bottom. It should be right there, but that was a beautiful play by Reddick, bro. Beautiful play by Hassan. Zach Berman just tweeted out, quote, Eagles play music from the Phillies' special Christmas album in the stadium. Check out the behind the scenes on the making of the album. It's a cool look, he says, at what Kelsey and Mailata and Johnson were able to put together. We'll have to check that out a little bit later. My thumb ain't fast enough. You're good, man. Joe Davis looks really good in that suit, man. Looks nice. All right, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 25. Hassan Reddick was able to get the stop that they needed, and the Eagles take over on downs. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He backs up, and he'll find Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell on the broken play takes it all the way to the 30, and he'll take it to the 40 to just within the 45 and gets taken out of bounds. It was a 19-yard gain. Jihad Ward, able to make the tackle, the right defensive end. And I got to tell you, it really looked like Micah McFadden almost tackled and sacked Jalen Hurts, but Hurts was just a little bit too quick enough. So it's a 1st down on a 19-yard gain. Hurts gets the snap again, finds Gainwell again. It's a short gain towards the 50, And he'll take it all the way inside the 45 at the Giants' 43-yard line. A 13-yard gain again on a little screen pass by Jalen Hurts. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Eagles have put up 17 points in this first half, and they lead it 17-3 with exactly 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Kyle, what's going on, man? Merry Christmas, JJ. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go, Eagles. I love it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, man. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll be on for the Sixers game tonight, too, guys. So we're trying to really conserve our energy with our voices because that's what we try to do. We need 6 more subscribers to get us to 1,600. Tell your friends about this channel. We do live play-by-plays for Eagles football, Sixers basketball, and Phillies baseball as well. And we'll be back doing Flyers hockey after the football season is done. So I'm excited about that, and that should be very, very nice. All right. Got audio down listening to you. Oh, okay, you got the audio down. Nice. I like it. Okay, so you have me synced up, so I understand. I understand your problem, man. I understand that. Points here, then we get it back in the second half. Yep, that would be great if they could go for a touchdown here and then just get the ball to start off the second half. They're in very good position, and you just cannot take your foot off the gas pedal if you're the Eagles. You just can't do that. Where are my scissors? I'm going to have to cut this. This is really bothering me. Where did my scissors go? I usually keep them in this spot, and I can't find. There they are. They're right here. Cool. Good. All right. $15 people on there watching. 2 plays on this drive, 32 yards for the Birds in a matter of 47 seconds. They're 10-4 on the season again. They're on a 10-game home winning streak versus the Giants. The last time that the New York Giants were able to beat the Eagles at the Link was in 2013, which is absolutely wild when you really think about it. Kenneth Gainwell just picked up 2 straight first downs, and on both of those plays, he has 2 receptions and 32 yards. So on both those plays, he got the 32 total yards, and that's all of the 32 yards that he has. So the play calling has looked really good so far by the Birds. Again, ball at the Giants' 43-yard line on the hash. Hurts gets the snap, fires it towards the right side. It's caught by Goddard. He'll be taken down just at the 36. Maybe the 37. Regardless, it's a 2nd and 4. And the clock is still moving. 1:45 left to go. Giants do have all 3 of their timeouts. Eagles have 2 timeouts. And they lead it 17-3. Hurts will have Gainwell over towards the left side as he'll get the high snap. He throws towards the right side. It's blocked, though. And a good block was made by Robinson. How about Ashawn Robinson, the left defensive end, just able to stick his arms out and block Jalen Hurts as he got through. I believe that was Cam Jurgens who couldn't block him over towards that left side. So the clock stops with 1:30 left. It's 3rd and 4 at the Giants' 37. Again, Hurts just hasn't really gotten blocked a whole lot of times. 3 receivers over towards the left side. Goddard to the right, and another receiver to the right as well. It's a fake handoff, and Hurts will keep it on a little read, and he gets past the sticks just at the Giants' 32-yard line. Another great play call by Brian Johnson and the Eagles offense. So Hurts faked the handoff to Gainwell, and he just, on the keeper, was just able to scramble towards that right side. He'll get the snap again. He escapes the pocket. He's at the 50, throws it away towards the near sideline, and Ojulari was able to just provide all that pressure and make Jalen Hurts throw that football away. Charles, what's going on, man? Happy holiday season. Greetings from the Sal Bahamas. Go Birds. It's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds from the south-southeast. Clear sky in paradise. I just smashed that like button. That's what you got to do. 2nd and 10. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Eagles have it at the Giants' 32-yard line. 3 receivers towards the right and 2 to the left. And the tight end to the left as well. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell gets past one tackle, and he gets past the line of scrimmage, takes it to the 30, to the 33. And the Eagles, do they keep it in bounds? I think that they do. Good job by Gainwell to recognize that. No timeout called by the Giants. Curious as to why. 17-3. Well, I guess you don't want the Eagles to just keep throwing the football, so that does make a lot of sense. 3rd and 6. 30 seconds left to go in the first half. And now 31 seconds, and a timeout is called by the Eagles. So the Eagles will call a timeout here. 3rd and 6 at the Giants' 27. It's their second timeout that they've taken in this first half, and they still have 1 remaining. Is that the whole truck? I think that's the whole truck. Wow. Look at how many people they have over there working in the truck. It is insane. They always say that for a TV production crew, because it is a director's script, there's a lot of people working behind the scenes in TV production. And for radio, that's why I like radio a lot more, because there's not as many people that work there, and it's more about the broadcasters, and you don't really have to listen to as many people in your ears. But there's blessings and curses to doing both. And TV, we would love to do TV sometime. That'd be really cool. 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 5 at the Giants' 27. Eagles called their second timeout. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Jalen Hurts in the gun again. He'll get the snap. He backs up towards the 42. He throws it. It's caught by Smith. Past the sticks at the 20. He'll take it to the 10, and he'll go out of bounds right at the 9. 1st and goal for the Eagles, and Devontae Smith give him 71 receiving yards on the day. That one right there was for 18, and Isaiah Simmons chased him out of bounds towards the near sideline. 17-3, and the Eagles could get into the end zone up by 3 possessions right before halftime. 24 seconds left in the first half, and a timeout is called by the Giants. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Brian Dable, wants to get his defense set. Brian Johnson, though, the Eagles' offensive coordinator, has to be happy with how his offense is looking so far in this game. They've really done their homework, and everything that they're putting out there, they've executed it so perfectly so far. They're utilizing the running game. They're being creative on the offensive side. The defense has been spectacular, too. Got to give Matt Patricia his flowers as well. They've been blitzing a lot and able to get to the quarterback, Tommy DeVito. 1st and goal, 18 seconds left on the play clock. The clock is stopped, the game clock, that is, with 24 seconds. Empty backfield. 3 receivers lined up to the left and 2 to the right, as well as Goddard. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Kelsey snaps it to Hurts. Hurts, pressure's coming. He tries to run up the middle, and he goes nowhere. He goes nowhere and is taken down for a loss of 6 yards by Jihad Ward. Jihad Ward, was able to come through right in the middle. The right defensive end just able to find some daylight and get through, and the Eagles will be forced to take another timeout, and that's their last one. 18 seconds left on the game clock. Again, let's see here. They actually just got through the edge, and I have to tell you that it looked like Ashawn Robinson was the one that really provided the pressure, the left defensive end, and Jihad Ward. It made it look so easy because Ashawn Robinson was there to just provide the pressure for Hurts to run. Eagles offensive line that time not able to line up on the right spots. 17 seconds left on the play clock. Again, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right, and the tight end to the right as well. Hurts will get the snap again. 2 linemen break through. Hurts runs on a low keeper, will take it to the 10. He thought about running out of bounds, and he'll just take it to the 5. I don't know why he didn't run it out. I don't know what he was doing. 5 seconds left. They got to spike it really quickly. And we have a flag thrown on the play, so that was just not such good awareness by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles may have dodged a bullet there just on the flag that was thrown. So Hurts scrambled towards the right. He should have just ran it out of bounds. That's all he had to do. He was right there over towards the near sideline and just got taken down at the 5. I don't know what he was doing. No idea. Ojulari was there to make the tackle. So 4 seconds left and the flag is thrown. I can't tell what the call is. Even Bleeding Green Nation just tweeted out, what the heck is Jalen Hurts doing? That made no sense whatsoever. So Hurts scrambled for 9 yards. A delay of game was caused by Okirky, and that was enforced between downs. I don't know what he was doing, Okirky. I mean, yeah, like you have to hold him down, but Hurts, I don't even know if the offense would settle or would be able to get set up there if he didn't even have to hold him. So that was not good on his part either, and now Elliott will just go for a 21-yard field goal. So they're just going to take the 3 here with 4 seconds left on the game clock. Lovato spots it. It's up, and it's good by Jake Elliott. So 20-3 as we go into halftime. Eagles do lead it by 17 points. It got a little dicey at the end and a lot of question marks on Jalen Hurts just not being able to run it out of bounds, but the Eagles do get a score on that drive. It was 11 plays, 72 yards in the matter of 2 minutes and 47 seconds, and they'll lead it 20-3 as we go into the half. I don't want to be picky, but there's still no motion in this offense. Well, that does not surprise me because Nick Sirianni has talked a lot about that in his press conferences, and they didn't really run too many motions last year, and he thought, why change that? So, not saying that that's right or wrong, because I do think that you need to be creative on that side too, but you're right. Not a whole lot of motion so far. And, again, you can be picky because, yes, they're winning, and that's great, but there's still things that aren't so clean about this offense. So you have every right to do that. I don't understand what Hurts is thinking. I'm thinking that maybe he thought that they had a third timeout left, but they didn't, and that's his fault for not knowing that. And I thought maybe at the end they should have just went for the 7, but I guess that it makes sense that you wanted to go up by 3 possessions, so maybe that's probably why they did it. But it's too bad because they had a very good drive, and with the field positioning that they had, they could have scored. They could have gotten into the end zone. They really could have. All right, 6:09 p.m. Eastern time. So after this game, guys, we have to get off. We got to be very quick because we got to transition into the Sixers game and make sure that we're ready for that cast. The worst case scenario is that if this game happens to go till like 8:10 and tip-off just starts, we're just going to keep it here. And I know that we have another Sixers video that's out there, but we're just going to have to keep it here. And then we'll have to just change, we'll have to make some adjustments. Comment your thoughts on this game down below, guys. So far, I do have to say, I love what Matt Patricia is doing on the defensive side. There's a lot of blitzing going on. Tommy DeVito looks absolutely uncomfortable out there. This Giants O-line is really getting owned by the Eagles D-line, and it's not even funny. Hassan Reddick has gotten a nice couple of plays. The only thing I didn't like was the one drive where it was 4th down and Jalen Carter had the defensive offsides called against him. that was really costly, and it actually could have came back to bite the Eagles, because then the Giants were just running the ball a lot on third and fourth and shorts. But Hassan Reddick had the beautiful defensive play as he got through right towards the edge and was able to stop Saquon Barkley and tackle him 5 yards shy of the line of scrimmage, and that was nice. That was good to see. But I like the creativity on the offensive side overall, even though there isn't a whole lot of motion so far. I think Hurts is doing a good job at running the ball. I mean, we talked about the last play a little bit. That's not cool. You can't do that. But DeAndre Swift is getting a little bit of action. 5 attempts, 15 yards. Would like to see him run it a little bit more, especially in the second half. But Devontae Smith is going off. He's having a good game. A.J. Brown, just 3 targets and 7 receiving yards. But again, sometimes you're going to have games where your defense is really dominant, and the eye test is one thing, but the stats are one thing, but the eye test is another thing. And this Eagles defense, I think, has really taken this team by storm today. Shaquille Leonard's had a really good game, 4 tackles for him, 2 sacks as well, two losses, 1 sack, excuse me. Reed Blankenship has really done a good job of tackling. Kelly Ringo's had a couple of really good tackles as well, and Fletcher Cox and Hassan Reddick doing a good job. Van Sumeren, man, had a really nice tackle. It was on a 3rd and 5, I want to say, and was able to stop Saquon. That was really big, too. Would like to see Jordan Davis's number get called a little bit more. And some more action from Byard. Man, overall, Kevin Byard, ever since he's come over to the Eagles, I gave him a couple of weeks, but he has really been a shell of himself. And I don't know if it was because Sean Desai was not putting him in the right spots, or if he just is a little bit more slower. They wanted to utilize him more in the nickel, and he seems like he's not really getting a lot of good plays defensively, and that was something that Howie tried to address at the trade deadline. They wanted to get him, and everybody was talking about it, and everybody said that Howie fleeced the Tennessee Titans again. But unfortunately, it hasn't really been working out so far. But again, comment your thoughts down below on this game. What would you like to see better in the second half? And what would you like to see as far as adjustments go on the defensive side and the offensive side? The Eagles on third down, the Giants on third down today, and part of it is because of the Eagles defense. The Giants are just 1 for 8 on third downs. When you look at that Seattle game that the Eagles played, it seemed like every single time the Seahawks had a third down, the Eagles gave up the big play, and the Seahawks were able to get wherever they wanted to on the field, especially in that second half. So do not give up the big plays in the second half, especially on the defensive side. Early on, there was a lot of soft coverage on short passes by DeVito, but then the front 7 did its job. They blitzed, and part of that has to go to Matt Patricia. It just does. Patricia taking over for Desai. That was good. And it had to be done. So, the 92 yards on the last drive, though, of the last game, that's still unacceptable. I'm not giving him any sort of slack for that, but good job by the Birds. Hurts today, when you look at his stats, he's 11 for 19 with his completions. He's thrown for 156 yards, 1 touchdown, a pass, and 1 touchdown run as well. That was on the brotherly shove to start things off in the first quarter on their first drive. Britton Covey deserves a lot of credit. He had a very nice over 50-yard return on the special teams, and that was able to help the Eagles get into very good field position. They were actually in the red zone. They were in field goal range already, and Covey did a very good job at that. The Giants' special teams today has really been struggling. I thought that there were a couple of punts by Jamie Gillen that were just not so sharp at all whatsoever. On the second time that he had to come out there, Covey didn't even have to return it for that much. It was a very short punt, only for about 25 yards or so. And Covey just ran it for another 15, and again, they were in the red zone, and that's why the Eagles' offense really hasn't been had to attack, especially in the passing game, because they just get such good field position to start off these games and to start off the drives. So, but the Eagles so far have netted actually 211 yards. They actually just gave him 212. They gave Hurts another passing yard, and Devontae Smith another receiving yard. That's interesting. Dallas Goedert had some really nice catches on that first drive, including that one for 18 yards. That was beautiful. Hurts had one play where he was being locked up. Okay, 3 defenders were on him. He rolled out towards the left side, and he threw it. I thought he was going to throw it away, but Al Caserta was able to make the catch, and he just took it right over to the first down marker and was able to get a first down there. That was a great play by Hurts. I thought he was going to throw it away, but Cal Caserta was able to make that nice catch, and that was good improvisation. It really was. So, Hurts overall is having a very good game. Can't really complain. And the Eagles defense has been doing their job too. Jake Elliott continues to do Jake Elliott things. Haven't really had to use the legs too much. Short field goals. But it's nice to have Elliott as a weapon, for sure. All right. But yeah, your thoughts, man. Comment your thoughts down below. Tommy DeVito today, let's talk about him. Only 5 rushing yards on 1 attempt. He's 9 for 16 with his passes for just 55 yards. Lots of 3-and-outs. And again, credit the Eagles defense for helping out in that department. But the one adjustment that I did see that Brian Dable was able to make is that, okay, Tommy's not having the best game, and the offensive line is not doing a good job of protecting him on those last 3 drives. But guess what? He probably said, we have a weapon in Saquon Barkley, and we'll try to use him a little bit more. And that was working for the most part until the Eagles finally started picking that up, and they adjusted, and the Giants didn't really have a counterpunch. But if you're Matt Patricia, all you want to do is just continue the blitz in that second half. Make sure that Tommy DeVito has all the pressure in the world on him. Make Saquon Barkley run. Then, if he's succeeding in the running game, you got to make the adjustments. And you got to stop the run. The run blocking has to be good. Or the run defense, I should say, has to be really good. And, yeah, that's it. Let's take a look at some scores. All right, so we'll do that right now. So, as of today, all right, the Kansas City Chiefs, they did end up losing today. And that was a pretty big loss that they had. They're now 9-5 on the season, or 9-6, I should say. They lost 20-14 to the Las Vegas Raiders. So, and the Raiders are now 7-8 on the season. The Baltimore Ravens will play against the San Francisco 49ers tonight. That could be a preview to this year's Super Bowl. That game should be very, very good. And then the Eagles, they're up 20-3 at the half. So the 49ers will play later tonight, and they'll be playing against the Baltimore Ravens, as I just mentioned. In the NBA, we'll take a look at some scores over there. So the current game that's going on right now, you got Lakers and Celtics. The Celtics lead it 58-57 against the Lakers in Los Angeles at halftime. Anthony Davis actually has 20 points and 7 rebounds. Drew Holiday leading the way with 11 points. That's it. The Lakers defense doing a good job at holding Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And then the New York Knicks, they won earlier today, 129-122 at Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson had 38 points. He had 6 dimes as well. And Giannis Antetokounmpo continues to have a very good season, 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists for him. The Nuggets, they were able to hang on and win by 2 possessions against the Golden State Warriors. So Nikola Jokic almost had a triple-double again. He had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. And for the Golden State Warriors, well, they didn't really – it was really more about the team scoring that they had. Just they had 22 points by Andrew Wiggins. He was 6 for 6 from the foul line and 7 for 11 from the field. Jamal Murray also had 28 points and had a very solid game himself. It was really special. Steph Curry, 18 points for him. He was minus 26 on the court. Minus 26. So that is not a good stat. The starters were able to outplay the Warriors starters, that is. So, and then the Sixers will take on the Miami Heat tonight. No Jimmy Butler for the Heat and no Joel Embiid. Embiid actually rolled his ankle the last time that the Sixers played. And hopefully he doesn't have to miss too much time because that injury did not look good, and yet somehow, someway, he still had a 30-point double-double and continued what is now a 13-game streak of 30 points, 30 or more points, and 10 or more rebounds. And then later tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Dallas Mavericks will be in Phoenix taking on the Suns, and that game will be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That game is on ESPN as well. All right. Merry Christmas, says Albert. What's going on, Albert? How you doing, man? When you have motion, you bring that defensive player with you, and you create some mismatches. I understand. But again, that's not something that Nick Sirianni and the Eagles offense, not even Shane Steichen, ran a lot of motions last year. So, again, that's just how they are. And they're very, what's the right word? Not hesitant, but they just have been very, oh my gosh, what's the right word? Very stubborn at not really providing a lot of those types of things. Stubborn, that's the right word. All right, we're just about ready to start off the second half here. The Eagles will be receiving the football as the kickoff is high and deep by Crosby. As it goes towards the back of the end zone, it's caught, and it will be taken all the way towards the 15-yard line. Couldn't tell who was on the return that time. I believe it was on Gainwell. Did they fumble the ball? Let's see. It was at the 35. Gainwell had it. He bumped into his own teammate, Zaccheaus. Yeah, he fumbled it. He fumbled it, and the Eagles lost the football. Boston Scott was on the return, and he bumped into Zaccheaus. It was recovered by the Giants. Simmons got it. And, well, the Giants get really good field position. It'll be at the Philadelphia 16. Actually, they're going to say it was at the Philadelphia 14. It was recovered by Isaiah Simmons right there. Man, oh man, the special teams that time around not doing a good job. Lots of extremes. Great returns by Covey. This time Boston Scott just running into Zaccheaus, fumbled it. I couldn't tell what happened. But here we go. Giants will set things up at the Philadelphia 14-yard line. They're already within field goal range, and they have very good field position. A run up the middle by Saquon, and he'll just get past the line of scrimmage and get 5 yards at the Philadelphia 9-yard line. You should have seen Prince Patrick and that Swift girl breaks up with Kelsey. She's banned from being an Eagles fan. She has to turn her fan card in. Wait, did she actually break up with him? Is that like a thing or no? Let me know. So Barkley took it for 5 yards. Fletcher Cox got the tackle. It's 2nd and 5 in the red zone at the Philadelphia 9. The handoff again to Barkley, and Milton Williams meets him at the Philadelphia 7-yard line. Just for 2 yards, it'll be 3rd and short. They'll say it's a 3rd and 3. Denver, what's going on, my guy? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. So Tyrod Taylor out there for Tommy DeVito. So Taylor on this play. Let's see what happens. So it's 3rd and 3. So Taylor, the backup. He was a backup to Daniel Jones, and now he's backing up to Vito. They'll hand it off to Barkley. Barkley runs up the middle, and he gets into the end zone. He goes right through the Eagles' teeth of the defense, and Barkley gets a touchdown. So it's 20-9. Saquon Barkley for 7 yards on that touchdown. And now Saquon with 16 rushing attempts has 57 rushing yards, including a touchdown. No, but when it happens, she can't come back. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense now. I thought she broke up with him. I was like, whoa. 20-9 is the score. All right. Extra point coming. It's up and good. So a good PAT by Crosby. And it's now 20-10. So, again, Zaccheaus just colliding into Boston Scott. Scott really should have just known better and gotten around the screen. because Zacchaeus was trying to set a pick for him, and just not good on the special teams part whatsoever. It's now 20-10, and the Eagles will have the football when we return. That is really frustrating. That is very frustrating. Can't have silly turnovers. That is really frustrating. All right. Oh, well. What the heck happened on that kickoff? A fumble happened. A fumble happened. That's what happened, guys. Hurts in the passing game today, his rating is actually 102.3. Tommy DeVito just 63. That's his quarterback rating for today. So Hurts outdueling Tommy DeVito. We got 20 lovely people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Algo Gang, go do your thing, man. Do your thing. Let's get to the... Did we get to the 30 like mark? We need 3 more likes to get to the 30 like mark. All right? That's what we need. And again, if you haven't voted on the poll, please do so. 58% of you have said that Jalen Hurts was going to pass for between 151 to 200 yards. And 25% of you have said that he's going to throw for 201 to 250. Another turnover, my guy. Yep. Can't blame that one on Hurts. Can't do that, my guy. You cannot blame that one on Hurts. Any critiques on the play-by-plays, please comment them down below. I was actually listening to John Sadak yesterday, and I wish I would have recorded what he was doing on Westwood One, because I really thought that he did such an incredible job just mixing up different types of terms. So the one thing that they always teach you in broadcasting, and Mark Zumoff was one that really emphasized this to my class when he spoke to us, is that if you learn a couple of words in the dictionary every day, and you start whenever you do, you're going to be, when you look at yourself 10 years from now, you're going to be a lot better. And maybe that's something that I should start doing. You know? I like that. All right, so 20-10 is the score. Here comes the kick by Mason Crosby, and it'll be caught just at the fair catch is made by Kenneth Gainwell there. It was caught at the 4, and Gainwell called for the fair catch that time. So no Boston Scott that time on the return. So the Eagles will start at their own 25. And let's see what Jalen Hurts and the rest of the team can do. So Hurts with a total of 192 yards today, 157 passing yards, and 35 rushing yards. And he's averaged about 6, just a little bit less than 6 on each carry that he's had. For the Giants, that was actually their first touchdown in 7 quarters. So they haven't scored a touchdown since They were able to just give it to Saquon Barkley, and they got very good field position at the Philadelphia 14 on the fumble by Scott. Hurts fakes the handoff, finds Dallas Goedert. Goedert catches it inside the 30, and he'll get a couple more yards after the catch and just take it all the way to the 30 himself. Ashawn Robinson and Jackson there, Adoree Jackson, that is, able to make the tackle. 2nd and 5. And we're just less than 2 minutes underway in this third quarter. Hurts will hand it off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift just runs up the middle, gets tripped up, and taken down by Kayvon Thibodeau. It's been a guy that really hasn't had his number called a whole lot today, but Thibodeau able to cause the little trip up, and Belton was able to make the tackle as well. So it's now 3rd and 1. Thibodeau, one of their best defensive personnel. Swift breaks through. And Okereke trying to tackle him, and he just gets a little bit before the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I meant to say that Ojulari was the one that got through, and DeAndre Swift tried to run up the middle. Okereke just missed the tackle from the legs, and the Giants were able to get two of their linebackers able to get on DeAndre Swift, and there's a 3-and-out. And the Giants will get the football back. Gunnar Olszewski will be the Giants returner. And man out there to punt it. And the punt is high, and it'll be caught at the 16. Olszewski will take it to the 20. Tries to zigzag in between a couple of defenders and gets just taken down right at the 20. He lost about 3 yards. He was at the 23, and about a swarm full of Eagles on special teams were able to just tackle him down, including Sid Brown, Rick Lovato. Olszewski did fumble the football, but he just held on to it and got back on top. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 when we return. Just said special teams playing well, and this happens, says Mike Green. Yep. I want to scream. I don't know what Vogatese. I don't know what that means. On a fair catch on the kick short, can someone explain before I have a meltdown, says Mike Green. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened there. But see, the good thing about doing this is that the fan in me, I can't let the fan in me get to me. When there's good things that happen, it's easy to get excited. When there's bad things that happen, I question them. But that's what happens. They cannot fold underneath this pressure here. A 3-and-out on their first drive is not good. Well, it was really a fumble on the first possession and a touchdown scored by the Giants. And then you get a 3-and-out there. Not a good start. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, guys. Algo Gang, do your thing. We only have 15 people on here watching. I want us to get to the 1,600 mark before the end of tonight, all right? I really want us to get there. We need one more like to get to 30. Just keep commenting down below and hit that subscribe button. We want those numbers to just go up, 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 and up. All right? That's all we want. Let's get the scissors again. I don't know what's going on here. This Christmas sweater. I have some little strings hanging out. It's not good. It's not good. Ugh. That's better. Vulgarities. What are they? I'll have to look that up. How did the Giants get their touchdown? Well, to explain it easily, the Eagles fumbled on special teams. It was Boston Scott that ran into Olamide Zaccheaus. Giants would then recover it at the Philadelphia 14, and then Saquon Barkley ran in for a touchdown. It was a 7-yard rushing touchdown. Eagles would then get a 3-and-out, and now the Giants have the football back. So it's at the 21, as there's a 1-yard gain by Saquon Barkley. Fletcher Cox able to make the tackle. So it's 2nd and 9. Tyrod Taylor still out there for the New York Giants as DeVito is on the sideline here. So Taylor, number 2, has been the backup to Daniel Jones. Gets the snap, runs up the middle. He'll just keep it, and he'll slide past the 30. And we have a couple flags thrown on the play, and some more pushing and shoving by the Eagles and the Giants between one another, and it'll be interesting to see what is going to happen on that flag as well. Turnovers have been the story of the season. Eagles turnover on kickoff, curses. Yep, I just explained that. Just explained that, man. Yep. Turnovers have been the story of the season. Okay, so let's see what they say here. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens. I don't know what no way means. Rick Lovato forced the fumble, but the Giants did recover. That was on the punt return. Or that was on the kickoff, excuse me. So it's 20-10. And we had 20-10, 2nd and 9 with 11:26 left to go in the third quarter. So Taylor scrambled up the middle for 9 yards. There was a penalty on Bredeson for offensive holding. It was enforced at the Giants 21. No play. Then there was a penalty on Sid Brown for unnecessary roughness. So the penalties offset one another, and it'll just be 2nd and 9 with 11:26 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 21-yard line. Tyrod Taylor could be a difference maker. Again, that's a panic move, but it's something that they have to do. 2nd and 9 here. Taylor hands it off to Barkley. Barkley tries to run through a wall. He gets past the line of scrimmage and just maybe gets 2 yards or so. Nobody was home up the middle, so he just ran over towards that left side. Give Jordan Davis a lot of credit for causing that wall to be occurred by the Eagles defense, and it'll be 3rd and 6 now. So they obviously can't run the football here. The Eagles have to do a very good job at covering the receivers. Bellinger has been leading the team, the Giants that is, in receiving yards. He just has 23. Not a whole lot of passing yards by this Giants offense, as the air game has really been not so good. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Again, Taylor will get the snap. Pressure's coming, pockets collapsing. He'll just run up the middle, and he'll take it towards the 30. That's past the first down marker to the 35, and he runs out of bounds. You got to cover the quarterback as he just scrambled and just ran right up the middle on a read there and just was able to move the sticks. A 15-yard run by Tyrod Taylor. Shaq Leonard was able to run him out of bounds, but it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Giants. Ball spotted at their own 39. 10 minutes left in this third quarter. It's 20-10. Eagles lead it out at the link. Taylor in the gun gets the snap, throws it to Barkley. Barkley with just a couple of yards past the line, just in front of the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a loss of 2 right there. So it'll be 2nd and 12. So Tyrod Taylor was just trying to find an open receiver, and nobody was open, so he just had to throw it to Saquon Barkley, and maybe should have thought about throwing it out of bounds. 2nd and 12, 9:30 left in this third quarter. Taylor just 1 for 1 in the passing game so far, -2 passing yards. Taylor throws it up the middle. It's caught, and there was nobody on. That was Darius Slayton, and Slayton got back up, and let's see if they give him a first down. They will. Nobody was on him, so he made a sliding catch. It was almost taken away by an Eagles secondary member, and Slayton just made the sliding catch, and because nobody touched him, he was able to pick up a couple more yards, and the ball's now spotted at the Giants' 49. Eagles cannot let the Giants back into this game. Darius Slayton with just 2 receptions for 21 yards. Here's Barkley again running up the middle. We'll take it towards the logo, and it lands on the hash at the Philadelphia 47-yard line. So another 4-yard scramble by Saquon Barkley. And now that was his 19th rushing attempt. He has 65 rushing yards. 2nd and 6 with 8:20 left to go. Taylor hands it off again to try to feed the beast. And he'll just get 2 yards as he lands on the Philadelphia 45-yard line. 3rd and 4, Milton Williams doing a good job at just running up the middle and meeting Saquon Barkley at the 45 to just take him down right at the shoulders. Right at the shoulders. It's 3rd and 4 at the Philadelphia 45. And now the Eagles got to get a stop here, of course. They really do. They got to make sure that because Taylor can run, they got to provide pressure on him and on the receivers as well. Taylor in the gun will get the snap. He fires it. It's incomplete. It is incomplete. Saquon Barkley tried to make the catch. It was low, really low, and he just couldn't haul it in. He was wide open. It was the right play call, just not executed well enough. And Saquon maybe could have had it, but not a good play. So it's now 4th and 4, and the Giants will stay put out there, and they'll be gutsy running a 4th down play with their offense. Can the Eagles get a stop? And we'll have a false start called on Jalen Carter again. Carter just ran up the middle past the line of scrimmage as he was not set there. Oh, boy. He saw that push moved on the offensive side. So Schmitz actually gets the false start there. It was enforced at the Philadelphia 45. And it'll be 4th and 9. So Carter did move. I wanted to back that up. But Smith Jr., I didn't see his initial move at first, but you're right. When you look at the replay, he did. And then Jalen Carter was not able to get that one enforced. So it's just a 4th and 9. Oh, my gosh. That was just so slight. Jamie Gillen will go out there to punt the football for the Giants right here. And he'll punt it right at the 35. The punt is high, and it is deep, and it'll be caught at the 6th by Covey as he makes the fair catch call. And the Eagles will take it over at their own 25 again. They lead it by 10 points. It's 20-10 with 7:35 left in the third quarter. I'll be right back. I got to take a very quick step off. I will see you guys very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. We are back on here, guys. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic Christmas day. Oh, boy. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're live for every Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles, Sixers, and Phillies games for now. And, yeah, man, hopefully you're doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Alco Gang, do your thing. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I guess we got a lot of people doing the Eagles game today on Christmas Day, so that's why we have that. All right, so they're explaining this. I'd like to get the explanation here on how that was, how the Eagles didn't get a penalty called on them. That's just so weird to me. It is really weird. Directly after the Eagles game, was it 15 years later, still writing about Tyrod Taylor replacing the starting quarterback, says Zach Berman. Giants called for false start on 4th down. They're forced to punt. Yep. It's weird. All right, so the Eagles will take over at the 7, at the 7-yard line. Hurts in the gun. 10 seconds left on the play clock as he gets the snap. Finds A.J. Brown just at the 10, and he's immediately taken down by a Giants secondary member. This time it's Deonte Banks that's there to make the tackle. Good job by Banks to be able to cover A.J. Brown. Brown has not really been getting a whole lot of action today. Just 4 targets, 2 receptions for 11 yards, and that was the longest one he had there. So it's spotted at the Philadelphia 10. All right, now Hurts in the gun again. Get the snap. Pressure's coming. He steps up. He's going to run, and he'll try the scramble, and he throws it out of bounds. Good job by the Giants to provide some pressure on him. Thought he was going to run up the middle, but then he just ran over towards that right side and just threw it away. They said that the center moved the ball. Yep. And it was ever so slightly, too. It was ever so slightly. It was not really blatantly obvious. So there's Kayvon Thibodeau. Games this season, so he's had 6 games without a sack and 8 games with a sack. 3rd and 6. Clock stops with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Eagles, hopefully, they just don't want to get a 3 and out here. They got to move those sticks. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. He finds Gainwell. Gainwell will take it towards the right side. Does he get the first down? That's the question. I believe that the Giants stopped him, but I'm curious to see what they're going to rule it as. Nope, they're going to give the Eagles the first down. So it's a 6-yard game. O'Kirky tried to stop him and build up a little wall towards that near side, and I don't know if he got it. He had to get to the Philadelphia 16. Did he show the football on the 16? That's the question. And I wonder if they're going to review this. So Hurts back out there, Swift right behind him as the Eagles set up their offense again. 4 seconds left on the play clock, 3 seconds left to go. Hurts will get the snap, will hand it off to Swift. Swift runs up again towards the 20, and he gets tripped up by Ojuri and Robinson as well. Is Sean Robinson, and it's just a short gain for 5 yards. I didn't see it, but we'll take it. Yep, I didn't see it either, says Mike Green. I did not see it either, but hey, it works in the Eagles' favor. 2nd and 5, 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Hurts will hand it off to Swift. Swift will run diagonally over towards the right side, and he gets taken down just at the Philadelphia 25. He got tripped up by Pinnock, and it'll be 3rd and 1. All spotted at the Philadelphia 25-yard line. This was a very good creative play by the Eagles. A good snap, and Hurts just handed it off to Swift, and he got over towards the 20 and just ran for another 5 yards. They'll go with the brotherly shove again. It's up the middle. Hurts gets about 3 yards, and he'll move the chains again. Jalen Hurts, so far today, he has been able to get 38 rushing yards on 7 carries, and he gets 3 yards as they'll move the sticks to the Philadelphia 28-yard line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's been the one thing that has really worked out for the Eagles this entire season, that brotherly shove, and you might as well enjoy it for the rest of the season because next year you're not going to be able to use it, most likely. 5 seconds left on the play clock again. 3 seconds to go. Hurts will get the snap. He fakes the handoff. He backs up all the way towards the 17. He finds Dallas Goedert. Goedert's wide open, and he'll take it past the sticks and runs out of bounds towards the far sideline. That was Cal Caserta that was able to make the catch for 12 yards. He has not had his number called a lot today. So Cal Caserta able to make the catch. And the ball will be spotted at the Philly 40. 1st and 10. 4 minutes now left to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. As we're still in the third quarter, Swift runs up the middle. He takes it past the logo and gets tripped up by Pinnock again. But they'll move the sticks once again. 13 yards on the carry by DeAndre Swift. And, well, he's been a weapon so far here on this drive. And that is beautiful again. Great blocking by Kelsey. Just got right through the hole over towards the right side of the interior on the offense. And Swift able to just find some daylight and just get himself another first down. So Swift with 3 rushes on this drive for 22 rushing yards. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Swift right behind Hurts. Hurts will get the snap. He fakes the handoff this time. Throws up the middle. It's caught by Brown. Brown goes towards the 40 and gets tripped up right at the 38 as a helmet comes flying off of Adoree Jackson, who makes the tackle. And A.J. Brown with his biggest gain on the night in the receiving department. And the Eagles will have it at the Giants' 33. That was another nice little play call. They faked the handoff to Swift, and A.J. Brown just got past. He was able to beat Adoree Jackson, and Jackson just not able to stay on his man. Looked like they were playing more of a zone. 5 minutes on this drive, 9 plays, 60 yards by the Eagles on this drive alone. Hurts again fakes the handoff, rolls back, and he'll take it and throw it all the way towards within the 20. A.J. Brown was the intended target again. He caught it, but then he dropped it. I don't think he had full possession, though, as it was a good trip by Adoree Jackson as he just swatted it out of his hands A.J. Brown takes a little tumble as he's on his knees. So Zacchaeus thought he was open, but A.J. Brown, that was the right play. He caught it, and he came down with it, I thought, or so I thought, but it was just tackled up, or just punched up by number 22, and that's Adoree Jackson. J.J. Troy Vincent said that they will not outlaw that play just because teams run that play well. He said they were not penalizing the team. Well, I don't know. All right, so we have a timeout at the 2:23 mark. They say that the pass was incomplete. A.J. Brown was injured during that play, and Adoree Jackson was also injured on that play too. I wonder if they're going to review it. That's what Troy Vincent said? Well, I don't know if I trust him, because a lot of people have talked about it not being a thing for next year. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, 6 more subscribers, guys, till we get to 1,600. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. 16 lovely people on here watching. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great Monday. Christmas Day. I wanted to know how many passing yards do you think Jalen Hurts is going to have in this game? 44% of you have said 151 to 200. 24% of you have said 201 to 250. So Hurts already with 198 passing yards. So the people that said 151 to 200, right now you are correct. But there still is a full fourth quarter left and 2:23 left in this third quarter. So you're probably not going to be correct on that one. We have 17 votes. So really, the people that said 150 or less, you're all wrong. 59% of you are wrong. And 42% of you are probably going to be right. Unless Jalen doesn't come back in. Yes, he had press conferences to say that. Oh, wow. Huh. I thought you meant during this game. That's what I thought you were saying. Because I know that you said that you turned down the audio, but I didn't know if you turned it back up. I know Joe Davis is on the call. I don't know who's the color commentator today for this game specifically, but interesting. All right, let's see here. A.J. Brown seems to be okay, says John Clark. He has his helmet on. That's what he says. Don't know if Adoree Jackson is okay. 2:23 left in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 33-yard line. That's where they'll spot it. Goddard in motion. Hurts will find Goddard this time. A little screen as he'll take it towards the 30, and he'll get taken down just at the 34-yard line. So Dallas Goedert with a gain of 6 to the New York Giants' 27 line. Jawan Ward and Okerke able to come up with the tackles there. That's Bobby Okerke, excuse me. So Okerke, 8 passes defended, 4 enforced forced fumbles as well. It's been their best defensive player, arguably. Goddard with 5 receptions for 41 receiving yards. And Hurts, 17th for 27 in the passing game with 203 passing yards. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Empty backfield. Hurts gets the snap, finds Goddard again, and that'll move the sticks as he catches it at the 20, and he'll take it inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark him at the 18, and Okerke there to make the tackle. Dallas Goedert, another big play by him. It was last week sometime, I wouldn't lie. Oh, no, I know that you wouldn't lie, man. I'm just saying, I thought that you were listening to the cast. But, you know, sometimes we just turn stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Merrick, what's going on, my guy? 9 seconds left on the play clock. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield again. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. He'll find A.J. Brown. Brown catches it, and he'll just get taken down at the line of scrimmage. However, there's a flag thrown with 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. A.J. Brown got banged up on the last target that he had. And I'm curious to see what the call is going to be here. It's going to be on the defense or on the offense. So Hurts had a short pass for no gain. The penalty was on Jordan Mailata. It was a legal block above the waist. That's a 10-yard penalty enforced at the Giants' 18. So that'll set them back to the 28-yard line. The Giants' 28, so it'll be 1st and 20. They got to get to the 8 now in order for them to get a first down. What's up, Merrick? Merry Christmas to you too, my guy. Merry Christmas to you too. 18 seconds left on the play clock. 40 seconds to go on the game clock as the clock is ticking. 3 receivers, or 2 to the right and 3 to the left. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Brown in motion. And 1 second on the play clock, and I believe a timeout's going to be called by Hurts. There was literally about half a second left on the play clock, so they did run some motion there, and Hurts didn't like something, so a timeout is called. That's their first one, and there's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. So Nick Sirianni will take the headsets off, and the Eagles will be right back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Let's get to 30 likes if we haven't done so already. We're at 29, I believe. Let's see. We got to 30. Let's go. Nice. Let's get to 50. Let's get to 50, guys. I want us to get to 50. Newsflash. Bubble screen doesn't work. Block in the back. Says Mike Green. So the Eagles will play against the Cardinals next week. That's for week 17. Then they played the Giants the final week. That is week 18. 20-10 is the score. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Zacchaeus in motion going from right to left. Hurts will get the snap. Throws up the middle. It's deflected, and it's incomplete. A.J. Brown was the intended receiver, and Okirky did a good job at staying on him and blocking the pass by Hurts. It'll be 2nd and 20 now. I was surprised that they didn't just want to run up the middle and utilize DeAndre Swift. I was thinking that that's what they were going to do. I didn't think you had to have gone for a pass there, but it was just me. And A.J. Brown was really covered. He was covered very well. Hurts on this drive, 6 for 9 with his completions. He backs up as he gets the snap, and it's intercepted, and it'll be taken all the way towards the end zone for a pick 6, I believe, as Hurts tries to catch up to the defender, and it goes into the end zone for a touchdown by Adoree Jackson. A terrible throw there by Jalen Hurts, and Adoree Jackson with the pick 6. There's a flag on the play, and this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. As of now, it is ruled as a touchdown by Adoree Jackson and a pick 6. And Hurts again with a costly turnover. Tried to get Dallas Goedert. Goedert actually stumbled and lost his footing. So maybe that wasn't all of Jalen Hurts' fault, because Goedert did lose his footing, and Hurts tried to hold Jackson and grab him right on the back of the jersey, but nonetheless, Goedert wasn't able to come up with the catch, and there's a pick 6 there by Adoree Jackson for 76 yards. A 76-yard return, and it's now 20-16. Horse collar was called on Hurts. 1 yard enforced between the downs. It was intended for Dallas Goedert. Again, Goedert slipped up on that play. He lost his footing, and he probably would have gotten over to the football, so I can't necessarily blame Jalen on that pick there, but that is another turnover. 9 seconds left on the game clock in this third quarter. They're going to go for the 2, the Giants, that is. So Taylor tries to run up the middle, and they'll try to push the pylon forward. Is he in? It's the question. I think he is in. Tried to put his right hand in there, and it's good. It is good, and it's now a 2-point game. This is incredible. So Barkley was the one that got the football as he just ran up the middle and just showed the ball into the end zone. He got it. It's now 20-18. 9 seconds left in this third quarter. Makes me want to vomit? Me too. That is absolutely costly. That's the longest return Adoree Jackson has had in his career. It's the longest one. Crazy. So Barkley was able to run up the middle and convert on the 2-point conversion. And it's now 20-18. 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Crosby will kick things off. And Kenneth Gainwell will be the returner here. So Crosby kicks it all the way. And it'll be caught right at the 6. And a fair catch is made by Kenneth Gainwell. So the Eagles will set things up again. And they are hoping to try to win this game. But now it is a nail-biter. For sure. They were up 20-3 at the half. And then big turnovers in this second half. First on the special teams by Boston Scott as he ran into Olamide Zaccheaus. And the fans here not so happy with the Eagles. Just seems like that they've just been choking. Seriously. Goddard lost his footing. He got beaten on the play. And Hurts threw a pick 6. Hurts again operates this time. It's thrown to A.J. Brown. Brown catches it just past the sticks. And he goes out of bounds towards the near sideline. 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a 1st and 10. And the clock starts moving. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. So the Eagles will set up at their own 36 when we return. It was honestly juggled. When we talk about the pick 6 by Adoree Jackson, he juggled it at first and intercepted it. It was at the Giants' 24-yard line, so he ran for 76 yards. The one thing I got to do a better job at is seeing where the ball is picked at. And that, again, takes time. Where's it caught at? It's caught at the Giants' 24, and well, he took it to the 76. Friggin' done another fair catch. Am I missing something? Did you really, want him to run it there and try to, honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I could see your point, but it's just, I'm in the heat of the moment right now. It's tough. Let's go Giants. It's Cam. What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Merry Christmas to you, my guy. Merry Christmas to you, my brother. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Sorry, dude. I'm doing the play-by-play stuff, so I can't always see your comments, my guy. It's tough because I have to have eyes on the screen, and then we're looking back on here, too, for the comments. Oh, boy. And the other thing I should have done, looking back on it, is Jalen Hurts honestly could have just made the tackle right at the 1, so that's not necessarily a pick 6, and I spoke a little bit too soon. But again, it's about the practice, man. Yesterday really threw me off. It really did. I was supposed to be home yesterday, and I came home late last night. I was supposed to be home Saturday night, but stuff happens, man. Stuff happens, and we just make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always goes. All right, let's do an Eagles trivia question. I'm going to ask you guys an Eagles trivia question right now. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button as well. John Clark says, Giants turned 2 takeaways into 15 points in the third quarter. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, so I'm going to ask you an Eagles trivia question, and I want to hear what your answers are. All right? Comment your answers down below. If you get the question correct, this is what you'll hear. If you get the question incorrect, you'll hear this. Okay. So our Eagles trivia question of the day will be this. All right, give me 1 second. Eagles trivia question. Can't wait till next year because this is the last. Well, we have one more time where we're going to be doing this. Or we're going to have to be looking it up because now we have a book filled with a lot of the stuff. So that's great. All right. Here we go. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking as he rolls over towards the right side. He fires it, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was supposed to be the A.J. Brown. It was just a little bit low, but there's a penalty called, and it'll be on Lane Johnson, an offensive holding, and it's a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 at the Philadelphia 26, so that's going to make them go to the 36 right now. All right. I want to know this question. All right, simple one. Where did Donovan McNabb go to college? That's what I want to know. E Pluribus uniform on speaks. What's going on, man? I'll call you E Pluribus. What's up, E Pluribus? How you doing? What's up? 1st and 20, as we're just 6 seconds underway in this fourth quarter. Hurts will get the snap. He backs up. He throws it, and it's incomplete again to A.J. Brown just over his head. And Brown didn't even put his hands up to try to make the catch. And this Eagles offense has been so stale in this second half. They have not scored a single point. They've not made a field goal nor a touchdown, and it's just been so slow. All right, where did Donovan McNabb go to college, guys? Where did he go to college? That's the trivia question. Easy one. Where did McNabb go to college? 2nd and 25 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap, and it's caught, and it'll be taken all the way towards the 30. And Julio Jones is the one that makes the catch. It was over towards the far side, or the near side, that is. Syracuse, that's correct. Good job. Good job, Mike Green. Good job. You got the trivia question right. So it's now 3rd and 15 as the fans are starting to boo here on the Eagles' offensive side. 14:20 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. Abdul, what's going on, man? What's up, man? I'll get to your comment in just a few moments. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. A flag is already thrown, and there's going to be a false start called. Can't tell who it's on. It'll be on Jason Kelce. More and more penalties here, and this is just absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. It'll be 3rd and 20 now at the Philadelphia 26, so they're going to go back to the Philadelphia 31 now. Kelce gets called for a false start. He has had some games this season where that's just unacceptable. 8 penalties for the Birds. That's cost them 50 yards total. I'm with you, man. It's not over, though. They got to get the win. That's all I care about. Eagles are 6 for 11 on 3rd down so far. They've not been able to convert here in this second half. Hurts is going to run. He steps up. He fires it, and it's caught by Brown. A.J. Brown makes the catch and gets a couple of yards afterwards. That was for 32 yards. That was a really nice pass by Hurts. Thought maybe that it may have been picked off of the jumping by the Giants' secondary member. That was Adoree Jackson. Tried to catch it, but just not able to do so. Not able to do so. And A.J. Brown, finally with his biggest gain of the day, Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. And that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the Giants' 42. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts under center. Steps back and he'll hand it off. And getting through is Gainwell. Gainwell goes over towards the 30. He escaped the tackle right before the line of scrimmage. And he runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. That was for 22 yards on that gain. Xavier McKinney able to chase him out of bounds. So that was really incredible because he was able to just get by. It was Micah McFadden again. McFadden just, there have been a couple of times today where he has just not been able to make the tackle and finish it at the legs. and Gainwell able to just break free and get right through, and we have a 1st and 10 at the Giants' 20-yard line. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Again, Devontae Smith in motion, going from right to left. Hurts hands it off again to Gainwell. Gainwell runs up the middle, just gets about 2.5 yards as he's tripped up by McFadden. And it'll be a 2nd and 7 at the 17 in New York territory. Eagles lead it 20-18. The Giants have been able to muster 15 points in this second half. And the Eagles haven't scored any. But they are in the red zone now. It's 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 17-yard line. The Eagles have been winning the running game, which is good, with 111 rushing yards. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts fakes the handoff. He'll fire it to A.J. Brown. He sneaks through 1 tackle, gets past to Dory Jackson, and he'll take it all the way towards the 5. And inside the 5, right at the 4.5, I believe, A.J. Brown able to get 12 yards. And just again, a good play by A.J. as he was able to just get by a Dory Jackson. Jackson could not tackle him, and he was right on him. And, well, A.J. Brown made him pay. He did make him pay right there. So it's 1st and 5. They will say that the ball will be spotted at the Giants' 5-yard line. 74 receiving yards by A.J. Brown in this second half on 5 receptions. Hurts gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift. Swift zigzags his way up the middle into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. He just got through the interior, and it's 26-18, and Swift celebrating in the end zone. This drive started off so poorly, and ever since Jalen Hurts made the money throw to A.J. Brown, the Eagles' offense just started clicking and did a complete 180. That was a great run by Swift. He escaped the tackle of Jihad Ward, as Ward tried to tackle him right at the knees. And Lane Johnson able to celebrate with him in the end zone. 26-18. Extra point coming. Ball spotted. Kick is up. And it goes through. It's good. The Eagles lead it by 9, so they're up by 2 possessions. And the Eagles are able to finally get their first touchdown of the second half. 27-18 with 11:07 to spare on the clock. And we have a timeout. Is it me, or does it feel like the offense has gone away from the run game? Well, there you go. The crowd roared when they finally ran the ball. Yes, sir, says Denbrew. That was great. They got it. They got what they needed. They run the ball down their throat and get a touchdown. Imagine that. Well, they don't do that if Jalen Hurts doesn't make the big throw. And Pinnock was the one. I said it was Xavier McKinney, but it was Pinnock that just couldn't make the catch. Tried to deflect it, and if that ball gets tipped, it's 4th down. And A.J. Brown doesn't get that big reception there for 32. But we'll take it. We will definitely take it. And then they ran the ball, and I like that. You're right. And it was gainfully ECW. He's running with a purpose. Correct. That's absolutely right. All right. I'm so sorry that I do not have the I just realized I don't have the NBA game up right now. Let me do that. That is so wrong of me not to do that. Let's do it right now. We'll do that right now. 4th quarter, the Celtics lead at 113-102. Wow. In L.A. against the Lakers. All right, 11:07 left in the 4th quarter. A game of inches, says Mike Reed. A game of inches. That's how the game goes sometimes, guys. That's how it goes, man. It's exactly how it is. All right, what time is it? 7:15? All right. And we're not really trying to use a lot of energy on the vocal cords because we have a basketball game after this, and basketball takes even more energy than football does. But trying to save it, man. Probably have another cup of tea after this game. We'll start boiling it right after the buzzer sounds. Fill up our cup. Get ready for game number 2. And we'll see what happens. All right, but as of right now, we have this game to finish up. Elliott with the kickoff. It goes high, deep, towards the back of the end zone. And the Giants won't be able to do anything. It's a touchback. And Tyrod Taylor, I believe, is going to go back out there for the Giants offense. So Tommy DeVito just not able to provide an answer in the first half. He had 55 passing yards. He was 9 for 16 with his completions and just had a 63% rating. That's it. That's literally it. So Brown with 6 catches for 80 yards. He had the big 32-yard gain on the 3rd and long to give the Eagles a chance to go into the end zone. 1st and 10 here. Barkley runs up the middle, and Fletcher Cox takes him down at the Giants' 29-yard line. Just a gain of 4 yards. Taylor's still out there. And again, he can run, so you got to make sure that you're covering him as well. Tommy DeVito getting ready to go in case his number is called. 2nd and 5 at the Giants' territory. The ball is snapped by Taylor. The throw is made, and it's caught by Bellinger. That was a nice pass to Bellinger, and it's caught at the Giants' 49-yard line for a gain of 20 yards. More soft coverage, and nobody there to make the tackle originally until after he caught it. I do put honey in my tea. I definitely do that. 10 minutes left to go. Eagles lead it by 9. Barkley's going to run as he spins, and he goes towards the hash there. And there we go. Barkley runs for 7 yards. Eli Ricks there to tackle him at the 44-yard line. And it's 2nd and 3. I'm surprised that Saquon, as he was spinning, just not able to get past Ricks. 22 rushes for him, 79 rushing yards. He's been a one-man show out there. They'll hand it off to Barkley again, trying to feed the beast. Nobody's home, and he just maybe gets a yard or so as Shaq Leonard is able to make the tackle and take him right down at the Philadelphia 42. They'll say it's a gain of 2 yards. I'm surprised that he got that many yards, as the Eagles just built a wall in the interior, and Barkley not able to fight through and get that first down. The Eagles got to play very good in the interior of their defensive zone. 3rd and 1 here. Taylor under center. Gets the snap. He'll fake the handoff this time. Hassan Reddick chasing him down. The throw is made, and it's incomplete. Oh, it's incomplete. Darren Waller was the intended receiver. The pass was just a little low, and Waller could not haul it in as it hit the turf. Hassan Reddick doing a good job of providing the pressure. There was nobody on Darren Waller, and that was almost an incredible play by Tyrod Taylor. Really, that was just, if he just would have thrown it a little bit more up, probably would have had the first down. So it's now 4th and 1. Can the Eagles get a stop here? Waller has had no catches on 3 targets. Taylor and the offense stay out there. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Taylor gets the snap, throws over towards the right side. It's incomplete. Incomplete. Good coverage as Wan'Dale Robinson could not haul in the catch towards the near side, and the Eagles take over on downs. Sid Brown was on him and did a very good job at covering him. And the Eagles will take over at their own 42-yard line. They get very good field position. And with 8:50 left to go, they'll take over, and they should just run the ball from here. I will put honey in my tea for sure. I've been doing that today. This is my... I probably should... Actually, I have to heat this up again. Sorry, I don't even have to make another. I don't even have to make another batch. I just have to heat this up. Because now it's room temperature. But yeah. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button, guys. My name is Jason Joseph. We do play-by-play for Eagles football, Sixers basketball, and Phillies baseball. We'll be back on for the Sixers game once this game is done. And hopefully the Eagles can just take time off the clock because time is on their side. They just got to run the clock down. That was the stop that they needed. And it's just what the doctor ordered, man. Just what the doctor ordered. 36 likes. We need 4 more to get to 40. And I need 5 more of you to subscribe to the channel to help us get to 1,600. That would be absolutely awesome. I would really, 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 really appreciate that, guys. But that was a great stop. At least tomorrow we have a day to rest the voice. You know? That would be very nice because my voice is not feeling so good. That's why we're drinking a lot of tea. I think that Saturday I probably yelled a lot during that live stream, and that probably did not help. Plus the changing of the weather, that doesn't help either. But I want to hear from you guys, man. How's your Christmas been? How has your Christmas been? Comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have been up to during Christmas. That'd be very awesome. Share some stories, man. What's your favorite part about Christmas? That's another question I have. That is another question that I have. Again, Hassan Reddick doing a good job at just providing pressure on Tyrod Taylor as he knew he was going to throw the football, just came after the quarterback, made him throw, and it was incomplete. Sid Brown did a good job at covering Wan'Dale Robinson. Low-key Christmas for me and the wife. Nice. 1st and 10. Hurts hands it off to Swift. Swift runs up the middle. Will take it all the way to the 45. And maybe at the 44.5 yard marker. And it'll be 2nd and 6 at the Philadelphia 46-yard line. Sean Robinson has been getting his number called a lot today. The Eagles, they were up 20-3 at the end of the first half. The Giants would then get 15 points in that third quarter, pretty much off of turnovers. The Eagles had 2 big turnovers, and they've answered the bell in this fourth quarter so far. They just got to continue to run the ball. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They'll utilize Swift again as he runs up the middle and tries to knife his way through, but he'll maybe get 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. And the Eagles will have it at their own 49. The Cowboys will play against the Detroit Lions. And then they play against the Washington Commanders during the final week. Eagles will play against the Cardinals. And then the Giants. Once again, they're playing the Giants tonight on Christmas Day. 5 seconds on the play clock. It's 3rd and 3. See what they do. A.J. Brown in motion. Hurts will hand it off. Will fake the handoff. Hurts rolls over towards the right. Finds Dallas Goedert. It's good for a first down and more. And Goedert gets taken out of bounds. He'll take it all the way towards the 40, towards the 30. And he's out of bounds right there. A 21-yard gain. And McLeod able to make the tackle and rush Goedert out of bounds there. So Hurts, under pressure, just was able to scramble over towards that right side and able to execute it absolutely perfectly. Nobody was on. Dallas Goedert. McFadden has really had a bad day at the office. He's missed a couple of tackles, and he's also just missed some coverages as well. 199 total yards in this half by the Birds. Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts will fake the handoff again. It's a keeper here, and he gets taken down and sacked by number 24. That's another loss there, but a flag is thrown. A flag will be thrown. So a big tackle by Dane Belton. As he faked the handoff to Kenneth Gainwell and just kept it all himself. Belton just got by Cal Caserta. And that's a loss of 4 yards there. It will be 2nd and 14. And the ball will be spotted at the Giants' 34-yard line. What's up, Jackson? How you doing, man? Linebackers can't cover Goddard. Nope, they can't. And again, he's had a very poor day at the office, that is. Not Goddard. Second and 14, 6:23 left in the fourth quarter. Ball at the Giants' 34. Which will hand it off again to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell takes it towards the 30, inside the 30 at the 27. And he just gets a third down, and there'll be a 3rd and 7, I want to say. 3rd and 6, okay. With 6:19 to go. Good job, and another nice little handoff there to Kenneth Gainwell. The play calling so far on this drive has been absolutely working out very well. And the Giants are going to call a timeout here. They'll use their first timeout, so both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. With 6:09 to go in quarter number 4, it'll be a 3rd and 6 at the Giants' 26 when we return. How has my Christmas been? It's been all right, man. I had a nice Christmas Eve. I got to spend it with my friend, and came home last night. Wasn't what I expected, but it worked out pretty nicely. I had a nice meal at home. That was nice, and I had a nice little meal with my friend as well. And today, it's been a slow day. I mean, a lot of stuff had to get done today because of yesterday. And, yeah, so tomorrow we'll have a day off, and we'll have a chance to recuperate, and that'll be very nice. How are you, JJ? I'll be happy if the Eagles win, says Jackson. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If that was you, I appreciate that, man. If that was somebody else, please comment who you are down below, man. Appreciate it. 4 more subscribers. Still we get to 1,600. We're almost there. I'd like us to get there by the end of tonight. We're doing the Sixers game right after this. Yep, we're doing the Eagles game right after this. I beat you right to the punch, Den Brew. I did. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles have the football. Hurts gets the snap. He has to run away and escape from the pocket. He throws it on the run. It's incomplete. Good job by the Giants. Defensive line, the front 7, absolutely did their part right there as they just made Jalen Hurts escape from the pocket. And there were about 5 guys getting on him, maybe 4 or so. And Hurts had to run all the way back towards the 40. Okereke was there to provide the pressure, and it'll be a 4th and 6 here, a 44-yard field goal attempt by Jake Elliott this time. So at least they are in field goal range, and hopefully Elliott gets the field goal here. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it is good. It is good. A 12-point lead for Philadelphia with 6:04 left in the fourth quarter. 30-18, and the kickoff will return just after this. Nice. Good kick, too. Brady Man did a good job at holding that. All right. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment you are down below. If you guys have any critiques, man, tonight we've been doing better, but it could be a lot better. But, any critiques, let us know. Let us know, guys. We have 2 games left, plus playoffs, so I'm hoping that we hit one of these games out of the ballpark. But we had a couple of all right calls. A couple of times where we're still fumbling, but, again, it comes with reps, and I'm learning that, We don't get as many reps doing football as we do with baseball. We don't get it as many as we do with basketball. So, of course, it's just going to naturally take longer because we just don't get as many games to do. My favorite sport to call, I like calling baseball. I like basketball, too. I also really like volleyball. Volleyball is a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? All right, 30-18 is the score. Kickoff underway by Jake Elliott, and it goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And the Giants will set things up at their own 25-yard line. So yeah, I would say that baseball is my favorite. Volleyball is up there. I would say that volleyball is number 2. I love volleyball. Got to cover Atlantic Cape volleyball last year on TV, and that was really awesome. Hopefully I get to do that again this year in the spring. That'd be awesome. Tyrod Taylor will get the snap. He escapes the pocket, goes all the way towards the 20, gets past the line of scrimmage, and will take it to the 30 as he runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. So that's just a 5-yard gain by Tyrod Taylor. Shaq Leonard is the one that chased him right out of bounds. You could give out refreshments? Give out refreshments to who? You guys? I can give out virtual refreshments to you guys. 2nd and 5, 5:33 left in the fourth quarter. Taylor again gets the snap, backs up to the 20. He's looking deep. He fires it, and it is caught and taken all the way towards the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown by Darius Slayton. A big play by Tyrod Taylor, and I believe that it was caught by Slayton at the 15. That was a 70-yard pass by Tyrod Taylor, and the Giants not going away just yet. That's the first time tonight that the Eagles have given up the big play, and a big catch by Darius Slayton right on the seam, and he just takes it right into the end zone. So 91 receiving yards. That was for a 70-yard pass. Extra point coming. It's up, and it's good. And it's now a 5-point lead for the Eagles. 5:22 left in this game. 5:22 left to go. Reed Blankenship not able to stay on Slayton, so Slayton actually caught it right at the 24-yard line and just stiff-armed Reed Blankenship, who was not going to be able to get him anyways, and he was set free, wide open, and Slayton just caught it into the breadbasket. Great pass by Tyrod Taylor. Blankenship got toasted there, absolutely. And sometimes this is the bad part about calling the game on a monitor, is that you can't see the whole entire field. So I do have to kind of give myself some leniency and be a little bit generous in that regard. All right, back home. Only up by 5. They were up 20-3 at the end of the first half. They had 2 big turnovers in the third quarter, and have now just given up a big play to Darius Slayton for a 70-yard touchdown pass by Tyrod Taylor. So Tommy DeVito was able to start off the first half. He was 9 for 16 with his passes, just threw for 55 yards. Tyrod Taylor came in there to start off the second half, and it's been a different story. All right, here we go. Kickoff underway by Crosby, and Boston Scott's there as he catches it at the 4, and the fair catch is called. And Scott was the one that fumbled it to start off the third quarter, as the Eagles should have gotten the football, and they did, but Scott just fumbled it as he ran into Olamide Zaccheaus. Big play Slay isn't playing. Big play Slayton. Slay's not playing, man. He's out for a couple of weeks. You don't remember that? He's not playing. 30-25 is the score. Eagles lead it by 5. They have the football here. 5:22 left in the fourth quarter. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. 8 seconds on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift. Swift takes it to the 25, and he runs towards the 30 and gets mustered by 2 Giants defenders on him, including Xavier McKinney, who was able to tackle him right at the shoulders. 5 minutes left to go. Swift tried to run out of bounds and was not able to do so. 4:55 left in the fourth quarter. He was actually trying to take it over towards the near sideline. I stand corrected. I beg your pardon. Didn't want to take it out of bounds because you don't want to stop the clock here. You're up by 5. 8 seconds left on the play clock again. Swift right behind Jalen Hurts. Hurts will hand it off to Swift again. Swift takes it to the 30, breaks free towards the 40, and tries to curl over a Giants defender and goes towards the 47-yard line. A 17-yard gain by DeAndre Swift as he just hurdled right over McLeod. I believe it was McLeod, and then McLeod was able to tackle him again. That was a big play. Not so easy to do that. That was actually Dame Belton that he tried to hurdle over. Just tried to use him as a little thing that they use in track. 4 seconds left on the play clock again. Hurts will get the snap, and they'll try to feed the beast, and he'll run up the middle, and DeAndre Swift gets 5 yards that time. They'll say it'll be spotted at the Giants' 48-yard line. Xavier McKinney again, able to come up with a tackle. Hope we can just milk the clock down. That's what you got to do, and force the Giants to call timeouts. So DeAndre Swift with 76 rushing yards on 16 carries. The previous snap was the longest run that he had. That was 17 yards. 5 seconds left on the play clock. They'll keep handing it off to Swift, who runs up the middle this time. Swift takes it all the way towards the 39, and that'll move the chains again. A 9-yard gain for DeAndre Swift with 3 minutes now left to go. And they'll still continue to move that clock down. 2:53, and that'll put DeAndre Swift now at 85 yards. So a rush for 9 before, or on the last one. Then he had a rush for 5, a rush for 17, and a rush for 5. 4 plays and 36 rushing yards. They'll hand it off to Swift again. Swift, there was nobody home towards the right side. Now he's just going to run up towards the left side. He'll take it all the way towards the 30, and he slides down right at the Giants' 27-yard line. And this is what the Eagles have needed, just utilizing the running game the way that they have. Jack Stoll able to cause a very big block on the right side, and Swift was like, well, now I have a lot of wide open space over towards the near side. And Kayvon Thibodeau able to get blocked by Jalen Hurts. That was big. Thibodeau, a big guy. You know, Jalen Hurts was able to provide the block that time, and Swift was able to just slide on in. And the second timeout is utilized by the Giants. Smart not to go out of bounds. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's what you don't want, man. So the Celtics won 126-118, or to 115. That game is over. So the only game on right now in sports is this game, Giants and Eagles. The 49ers and the Ravens will be playing later tonight at about 8:20, and then the Sixers are on at 8 o'clock. We'll be on for that game as they take on the Heat. 1st and 10, 2:23 left in the fourth quarter. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And the Eagles going from right to left. Smith in motion. Hurts will hand it off to DeAndre Swift. And Swift just gets taken down shy of the line of scrimmage. And it'll be for a loss of 1. As Robinson, again, Ashawn Robinson, able to get his number called. And it'll be 2nd and 11 as we have reached, or as the third and final timeout is taken by the Giants. I was thinking, are they going to wait for the 2-minute warning to happen, or are they just going to take the timeout here? Eagles just need to get one more first down. That's literally it. That's all they got to do is just get a first down here. That's all that they need. So the final timeout is called by the Giants. The Eagles have a 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 28-yard line. So they're already within field goal range. This would most likely be a 46-yard field goal from where they are right now. They're up 30-25. The offense gets set. And there we go. 2 receivers over towards the right side and 2 to the left. All right, so Swift gets the snap as he gets the handoff and getting taken down right at the New York 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 15 as Jihad Ward was there to make the tackle and just take him down for a loss of 4. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 15 at the Giants' 32. And a big play coming up when we come back. Oh, boy. It still is not over because even if they make the field goal here, it's just an 8-point game, so obviously the Eagles' defense is going to have to come through. It's what you're going to need. Boston Scott here to put a nail in it, says Mike Green. Well, Boston Scott, man, didn't do a good job with the special teams as he fumbled it to start off that third quarter. So that wasn't good. Just run it, chew the clock, kick the field goal at least. Yep. I would run it here too. You don't need a first down. And I'm hoping that Brian Johnson recognizes that. You're in field goal range. It would be a 50-yarder, and Elliott can do that. Elliott can do that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to hope that you don't have another loss. Don't want another loss. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Alco, again, do your thing. D played well, but you can't allow 25 from this team. But again, okay, 25, if you really think about it, Mike, Goddard slipped. That's not the defense's fault. And then Boston Scott, that's special teams, man. So, really, the defense only allowed 11 points. That's it. That's literally it. The defense did its job. So, if Goddard doesn't slip and lose his footing, he probably makes the catch. And Hurts doesn't throw that pick. You know, that wasn't Hurts' fault, in my opinion. Now, maybe I go back and I watch it. You know what I'm saying? 30-11 minus the special teams and the turnover. Yep. So, but again, the defense is going to have to come up with a big stop here unless they get the first down and if they go for a pass here, which I would be so surprised. And I would advise them not to do it. I would like to see them run the ball here and just get the field goal. Just take the 3 because this is where they screwed up the last time, guys. They could have just taken the 3 before, and instead they went for a deep play to Quez Watkins in the end zone. We all know the story about what happened last week, so I'm hoping that they've learned from their mistakes because this is going to be very telling coming up. Run the ball and protect the ball. That's all. All right, here we go. 3rd and 15 at the Giants' 32-yard line. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking to throw. He fires it to Devontae Smith. Smith takes it all the way towards the 30, and it gets taken down just at the 25. So just a little short pass to Devontae Smith, and that was fine. Smith was open, and it's going to be for they'll take it to the 25, the Giants' 25, that is. So this should be about a 43-yard field goal here from Jake Elliott, and they'll continue to run the clock down. There's 1:30 left to go. And by the time the field goal will be kicked, it should be at about 1:15, I want to say. Eagles still have 2 timeouts remaining. 1:20 left. The play clock running down to 5, to 4, to 3, to 2, to 1. And let's see if they called a timeout here. Don't know. No signal just yet. And they do. All right, so they do take the timeout. It'll be 4th and 8 with 1:14 left to go. And this should be about a 43-yard field goal here. Take a 5 penalty. All right, so they called a timeout. And I can't blame them for doing that either. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and hit that subscribe button. We got now 54 people on here watching. All right, and stay tuned because right after this game, we're going on for the Sixers game. So we're trying to save up the energy because we got a doubleheader, and not a baseball doubleheader. We got an Eagles-Sixers doubleheader. So that game will start at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time, but we'll start our clock at 7:55. So we have 10 minutes until we start our clock. All right, this will be from 43 yards. Elliott this season, 27 for 29 on field goals. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good. It's good by Jake Elliott. The game's not over yet, though. 1:10 left to go in the 4th quarter. If the Eagles play good defense, then they win. But the Giants have to obviously go for a touchdown and go for a 2-point conversion just to tie the game. This is where Matt Patricia has to step up And the Eagles' defensive line just has to provide pressure on Tyrod Taylor. And they really just got to put in a lot of safeties here as well. They gave up 92 yards the last time there was a closing drive on the defense. It was during the guts of the game. And that was to Seattle. That was to Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks. It wasn't the final drive, but it was the money drive, as I like to call it. 1:10 left. Eagles fans standing, hoping that the defense can get the stop that they need. No timeouts for the Giants. Eagles have one timeout remaining. 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles lead it 33-25. They'll be kicking from right to left. Elliott with the kickoff as it goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And it'll be a setup at the 25-yard line for the Giants. So Lamar Jackson will be taking on Brock Purdy right after this game is done. We'll be keeping our eye on that one. So the Eagles are going to need the 49ers. I was thinking about the San Francisco Giants and getting them confused with the New York Giants. But they're going to need the Baltimore Ravens to do them a solid if they still want to have eyes on that number 1 seed. All right, here we go. So Taylor in the gun, steps back, pulls up, fires it, and it's deflected by Reed Blankenship. Darren Waller was the intended receiver as he got banged up. There is a flag thrown on the play, though. It was a heavy hit. And I don't know who it's going to be on, but 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. So Waller, it was a deep pass. Reed Blankenship caused a very good block there, but the penalty was on Hassan Reddick for roughing the passer. Oh, my goodness. A 15-yard penalty, and that's going to put them at the 40. The Giants 40. And in this late of the game, again, you cannot be making these mistakes. That penalty could absolutely bite them. Reddick was just coming in for Taylor, and he just hit him right on the knees. And that's what they call roughing the passer there. 1:03 left. Clock stops. Ball spotted at the Giants 40. 2nd and 10. Taylor gets the snap. He backs up. Pressure's coming. He escapes from the pocket. Zigzags over towards the right side. It's thrown, and it's incomplete. Incomplete over towards the near sideline. Wan'Dale Robinson, who's had a very tough day at the office, was the intended receiver. Just 16 receiving yards for him. 3 receptions on 5 targets. And Taylor's throw, it was way too high. But I was still surprised that Robinson didn't even at least lay his arms up. He did not do that. 56 seconds to go. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Taylor again gets the snap. He backs up. He tries to find Robinson again. And it's incomplete again. That was over towards the near side, and that was more of a better throw, but Robinson not able to make the catch. And a good job by the Eagles secondary. Couldn't Eli Ricks on that play. Robinson just couldn't catch it. It literally went right through his hands. That was a perfect pass by Tyrod Taylor. Perfect pass. Still good coverage by Ricks, but he should have caught that. 3rd and 10 with 51 seconds to go, 5 on the play clock. Taylor gets the snap, throws it up the middle. It's caught by Waller. Waller takes it past the 50, and that'll move the chains. 42 seconds to go, clock still ticking. 1st and 10 at the 49, and they'll just spike it, and that'll stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. Soft coverage that time as James Bradbury got beaten again, and that was by Waller. This is where Bradbury, they're really trying to attack the Eagles' weakness in their secondary, and Bradbury just not able to get the stop there. 37 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. 2nd and 10. The snap is made. Taylor throws it. And it's caught by Barkley. Barkley's going to take it out of bounds. He maybe gets about 2 yards as it's caught towards the near side. And the clock stops with 32 seconds to go. 3rd and 8. Again, the Eagles have 1 timeout remaining. Giants have none. The ball is at the Philadelphia 46-yard line, so they're in Philadelphia territory. They cannot settle for a field goal here. They have to go for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The Eagles obviously have to keep them out of the end zone. 32 seconds to go. Cannot give up the big play here. 9 seconds left on the play clock. Empty backfield. Tyrod Taylor gets the snap, and he's looking, he's firing, and it's incomplete. Robinson wanted a PI call on Sid Brown, and he doesn't get it. It's 4th and 7. Let's see. Let's see if Eli Ricks that was, excuse me. Oh, maybe. He touched him right on the jersey. Yup. And there was no flag. The Eagles may have dodged a bullet there. Because, it was all over. He was all over Wan'Dale Robinson. 4th and 7 here, 33-25. That is a big missed call. 2 seconds left on the play clock, and as soon as the snap was made, we have a flag thrown as the Eagles take a timeout. Excuse me. Eagles called their 3rd and final timeout. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hassan Reddick getting a little bit animated with Nick Sirianni out there. There was something that wasn't right. Let's see if the Eagles can get the stop that they need. 4th and 7. There's Matt Patricia. Help us out, Lamar. No, not at all. Refs are here. Refs are here. Oh, JJ. I'm telling you, that was it's pretty crazy. Over under on the refs. All right, 26 seconds left on the game clock in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 4th and 7. Tyrod Taylor with an empty backfield as the Giants are going from left to right. The play of the game here. Taylor gets the snap, throws it, and it is caught right by Waller. And Waller gets a first down and more. 15 seconds to go. They don't have any timeouts. It was caught right at the 20, or at the 26. 8 seconds left. Do they have time to spike it? 5 seconds to go. Here it is. The spike is made with 3 seconds left. And this game obviously coming down to the wire, and they're going to have to go with a Hail Mary here. So Taylor just spiked the football, and Bradbury got beaten again as Darren Waller just made a really nice catch. Bradbury could not get the pick and was just really slow to stay on Waller. Lack of adjustments for the Eagles again. What a catch by Waller. And Bradbury just cannot stay on him. They're actually going to give the Giants one more second right here. All right, so a lot of safeties and a lot of cornerbacks out there. 1 second left on the play clock. Taylor gets the snap, and this is the final play of the game. Taylor escapes over towards the right side. He's at the 30. He's looking. He fires it towards the end zone. It's picked off by Ringo. Kelly Ringo picks it off in the end zone, and the Eagles escape with a victory. Merry Christmas to the Philadelphia Eagles as they're 11-4 on the season, and they beat the Giants, who are 5 and now 10 on the season, by a final score of 33-25. Why can't a game be easier? Sirianni hugs Brian Dable right there. And just going back to the last play, Taylor, I don't know who he was trying to find. He just put up a prayer, and Kelly Ringo was the one that just picked it off in the end zone, and that's what ends the game. Eagles now 11-4 on the season, and they beat the Giants. All right, I would love to do a post-game show. I can't do that, though. I got to end this stream right now, and we are quickly, and I mean quickly, going to start the Sixers one as soon as we get off. I do have to copy and paste a couple things, but I got to go. Nice win from the Eagles, and that was gutsy at the very end. I still think that was a pass interference, but I have to look at it again. on that final drive, but it was close. I can't be biased, Have to go with my eyes. All right, we're going to wrap things up. That's it. That's all she wrote. Be back on for the Sixers game. Come back on, guys. We'll be right here. See you soon.